මේ ඔව් එතකොට ඉන්න ටීම් වලින් ගත්තොත් ලික්විඩ් මේ මැච් එකේ හෙරෝයි අම්මට හෙරෝයි ගහලා කියපන්කෝ මේ ටුන්ඩ්‍රා වලට
තුන් වැඩියද
නෑ එළිය නෑ ඇතුලේ දැන් ඉන්න සෙට් එක ඔක්කොම ඇතුලේ ටීම් 3යි කැපිලා තියෙන දැන්ට කැපිලා තියෙන ටීම් 3 තමයි මේ නෙමසිස් එකයි බූමි ස්පෝර්ට් එකයි නාවි එකයි හරිද තේරෙනවනේ ඔය තුන කැපිලා ඉවරයි
ටීම් මටයිනේ කොහොමද යන්නේ නේ
නෑ නෑ දැන් ඔතනින් තියෙනවනේ බං ආය තව ප්ලේ ඔෆ් මේ එලිමිනේෂන් රවුන්ඩ් කියලා එකක් තියෙනවනේ තව ඔයා ඒක දැනන් හිටියේ නෑනේ එලිමිනේෂන් රවුන්ඩ් එකෙන් බරේට මම මේක පෝස්ට් එක ෂෙයා කරලා එන්න අද මොකක් කියලා දාන්නේ මේ මාතෘකාවට
අද දාපන් ස්පිරිට් versus ඒ මැච් එක බලමු
මත් මැච් තියෙන බලමු ටීම් ඒක යනවා බන් දැන්ටම අවුරුවර ගේම් ඉන්නේ ආයක ඒක දාමුනේ
ඕකේ මන් TI බලන්නේ Creep Wave Chronicles වලින් TI
ජොයින් විත් අස් කියලා දාන්න මට වෙනේව දාන්න බෑ බා වෙනව ටයිප් කරන්න කම්මැලියත්
මොනවත් කම්මැලි මානසික
ෂෙයා කරමු ශ්‍රී ලංකා Dota 2 කමියුනිටි එකේ ඊට පස්සේ අර අනිත් Dota ගෲප් එකේ ඊ අපේ මේ ස්ට්‍රීම් එකේ සෙට් එකක් හිටියානේ හොඳයි නේද බං
4 දෙනෙක් හිටියා
නෝනේ අර දක්සයි
අපෙන් සෙට් කරලා දෙන්න
කට්ටිය චැට් කරනවා කියන්නේ හොඳයිද බං මේ අපි දක්සයි අනිවාර්යෙන්
උන්න තාතල්ලක් සෙට් වෙන්නේ නැති නැත්තම් බලන්නේ නැහැ නේ බං
ඔව් උන්න තාතල්ලෙන් නැත්තම් බලන්නේ නැහැ නේ ඒක තමයි තියෙන්නේ මොකද නැත්තම් බං උංග වෙන පැය ගාණක් ඉඳන් කරගෙන උතන බලන් ඉදීම අදත් කට්ටිය ටිකක් ආවොත් හොඳයි
මම හිතන්නේ මේ ස්පිරිට් ටෝනාමෙන්ට් ගන්න නැත්තේ බං
මටත් හිතෙන්නේ ඒක තමයි ස්පිරිට්
සෙල්ලක් තියෙනවා
ඒ කියන්නේ ස්පිරිට්ලා මේ මටත් හිතෙන්නේ ගහයි බං ඔය තිබ්බට ඔතන ඔය තිබ්බට හරිද අර අනිත් එකට ඇවිල්ලා ඕන මැච් ටිකට ආපු ගමන් ගහන්න පටන් ගනි අනිවාර්යයෙන්
එතකොට තමයි දාන්නවල ෆැන්ටසි එක මොළ බං 3යි 5යි 1යි 6යි 1යි 6යි 0යි 11යි 2යි 5යි
ගයිස් පොඩක් අපිත් එක්ක එකතුලා ඉන්න කට්ටිය එකතුලා ඉන්න දිගටම අපි ලාෆ් ලැබ් ඇවිල්ලා තිනවා හායි හායි මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා අහලා තිනවා කොහොමද අපි අදත් ලයිව් එකට අපි හැමදාම එනවනේ දැන් ඔයාලත් හැමදාම වෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක මේ ලාෆ්
මේ දවසේ අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා TI බලන නිසා
ඔව් මේ ටික අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා අපි කොහොමද
අනිවාර්යෙන් බලන්න
දිගටම TI බලන්න ඔයාලා ඉතින් අපිත් එක්ක සෙට් වෙන්න මේ තව දන්න යාළුවන්ටත් කියන්න දන්න යාළුවන්ටත් කියලා ගෙන්න ගන්න එතකොට අපිට කට්ටිය සෙට් එකටම සෙට් වෙලා හොඳට මැච් එක බලන්න පුළුවන් ආතල් එකේ මාස්ටර්ස් ලීග් එකක් එනවනේ ඒක බලන්නත් තියෙනවා නැද්ද GM
අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒකට පස්සේ තව ලොකු ටෝර්නමන්ට් එකකුත් වෙනවානේ දැම්ම ඉන්නලා කට්ටිය ටීම් හදාගෙන ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන හොඳයි කියලා තමයි කියන්න තියෙන්නේ
උනේ තව ලොකු ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක් එනවා iPlay එකෙන් කරන මිලියන් කීයද 20ක් නේද මිලියන් දෙකක්ද
මිලියන 2යි නේ මිලියන 2යි
මිලියන 2යි නේ මිලියන 2ක මේකක් තියෙනවා
ස්කූල් එකක් තියෙන
ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ලංකාවේ ලංකාවත් වෙනම තැනකට හොඳ තැනකට යනවා නේද ගේමින් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ
ඔව් පොඩ්ඩක් යන්න අපිටන කොහොමත් පස්සේ ටෙක්නෝජිස් එන්නේ එකද අපි ඒ
ඔව්
විදිහට ඇඩැප්ට් වෙලා දැන් තමයි අපි පොඩ්ඩක් ඒකට යන්නේ
යන්නේ
අවුරුදු 5ක් පිටිපස්සෙන් ඉන්න
ඒක ඉතින් කරන්න
ඊටත්
දෙයක්
වැඩි
නැහැ
තවන්ද
අර මම මේ බලුවේ මේ මගේ අර හදපු මේ ග්‍රැෆික් ටික එහෙම බට්ට ලස්සනයි නේ මම ඒවා බැලුවනේ ලස්සනයි අර PA ජගනටින් එකේම ලීන වැද්දෙන් ඉන්නේ මේක දාලා තියෙන
අපි එදා රූස්ට මේ කැරිටිංක ගැන බලමුද
රුස්ට ටිංක කෙනෙක් ගන්නවද
ඔව් යාද කැරිටිංක මේ ස්පෑම් කරන්නේ
පොයින්ස්
සේ
තත්ත්වය පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න පෙන්නන්නම් මේ මම දැන් ගේම් එක ලෝඩ් වෙනක වෙන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ 8:04යි තව විනාඩි 3ක් තියෙනවා අපි 8:04 තමයි හැමදාම පටන් ගන්න
මතයි
ඉතින්
හතර
8:04 තමයි ලයිව් වීඩියෝස් ඔන් වෙන්නේ ඉන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න අපි මේ ටිකක් තව උඩට යන්න පුළුවන් දැන් අපේ ලෝඩර් තව ෂුට් එකකින් ජොයින් වෙයි අද ලෝඩර්ටත් මම කියලා තිබ්බේ ලෝඩර් මේ ලෝඩර් පොඩි වැඩක GMR මේ කාගේද රූස්ට් එකේ මේක සුපිරියට ආවනේ
රූස්ට යාව දැන් ලොඩාගේ තමයි උඩම මට තියෙන්නේ නේ
නෑ 67000 ඉන්නේ අරයා හිට වඩා වැඩි නේ ආඩ ඒක මට බලන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරාම
මිඩ්නයිට් තමයි උඩින්
මේ මට පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්නන්නකෝ ඒක මේ පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරාම මට බලන්න
ඌ තමයි උඩින්ම ඉන්නේ
කොයි බලන්නේ
චව්බාන් පල්ලෑන් ඉන්න ලෝන
අඩට තව පොඩිට තව 400යි යෝනි ගැන මං ගැන ලෝඩට අපි අල්ලන්ද
ලෝඩ ගෙන හොඳටම එල්ල දෙන්නේ මැච්චක නැතික මේක හදමුද
ආනේ තෝකන් ටිකක් තියෙනවා අපිට ඉන්න අපි ස්ට්‍රීම් එක ඔන් කරලා මදමු ඉතින් කවන්නේ කවුන්ට් එක පන්ද පිටිපස්සේ මැච් එක
නෑ කැරීටිං දැන් ඉවරයි මෙයාට මේ හොඳයි මෙයා ඉතින් කොහොමත් ටින්ක ස්පෑම් එයාගේ කාලය ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ දැන් මොකද අනිත් එක දැන් මෙහෙම ගැහුවා කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ දැන් කොල්ල දන්නවනේ මෙහෙම සීන් නැති කියලා
ඉස්සර ඔහම ගැහුවා ගේම් ඉල්ලනවනේ
ඔකනේ ජස්ට් එක
හරි ගයිස් 8යි 6යි එන වෙලාව මම හිතන තව තප්පරයක් වගේ අතලත් අපිට මේක හරි වෙලාව එහෙනම් පටන් ගත්තා මේ අපි මේ GMR රිමයි මේකේ එලා ඉන්නේ අපි අංක වරක බලන්න එහෙනම් අපි දැන් ඕක ක්‍රොස් කරලා දාමු නැත්නම් කොහොම තියෙච්චයිනේ කමන්නේ සද්දෙත් එක බෑනේ සද්දෙත් එක බෑ
සද්දෙත් එක
පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරුයි හරි මේ අපේ මෙයා ඉන්නවා එයාට මේ පොයින්ට්ස් පෙන්වන්නකෝ මේ GMR පොඩ්ඩක් ඕකේ අපේ කවුද මේ ලාෆ් හබ් මේ ලාෆ් ලැබ් ෆැන්ටසි පොයින්ට් වල දැනට උඩම ඉන්නේ මෑඩ්නස් කියලා ඊට පස්සේ ඉන්නවා මිඩ්නයිට්
වැඩි ප්ලේ කෙනෙකුත් නැමේ
නිකන්
හරි උඩටම ගිහිල්ලා යා ගේම් ගහන්නෙත් නෑ වැඩිය
උනේ
මේ ටර්බෝම ගන්න එක්කෙනෙක්
ඒ බේ ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ් කෙනෙක්ද එතකොට යා
ඒ කියන්නේ ඉස්සර CS ගාව එක්කෙනෙක් යා වැඩිය
ඊළඟට ඉන්නවා මිඩ්නයිට් ඉන්නවා ඊළඟට මිඩ්නයිට් කියන අපේ දන්නව ඇති කවුද මණ්ඩුල කියලා ඉන්නේ වෙන්නන්නකෝ යාවත් මණ්ඩුල ඉන්නේ ඔතන මණ්ඩුල ඊළඟට ඉන්නේ බනානා ඉන්නවා අපේ බනානා තමයි දැන් අපිත් එක්ක මේ ලයිව් එකකට ජොයින් වුණා ඊයේත් ජොයින් වුණා මේ බනානාගේ වෙනසුත් අපි එකක් හැදුවා ඊළඟට ඉන්නවා 24 මේ මොකද්ද කිවිස් ගෑමට ආවෝ කියලා දාතිනවා මේ මමත් ඉන්නවා එතන ළඟින්ම මට 58,000යි තියෙන්නේ.
එච්චර හොඳ ඒවා නෑනේ ඒකයි සීන් එක.
ඔව් හොඳ නෑ හොඳ ඒවා කියන්නේ මගේ මේ වර මුල 20ක් මට අර ඉගෙන ගන්න ගියානේ බා. ඒ කියන්නේ කරකොල මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියවලා බලලා හරියන්නේ හොයන්න ගියානේ.
ඉතින් නෑ
අර හොඳයි නේද? එහෙනම් අපි උඩ ඉන්නවනේ සෑහෙන උඩක ඉන්නවනේ.
ඔව් මගේ ටීම්මේට්ස්ලා දෙන්න ඒ දෙන්න ඉන්න එක ළඟම කපල් එකක ඉන්න එක ළඟම කිලනුත් හිටියා මේ ළඟම තාමෙන් කිලනුත් ඉන්න
අතට ඊට පස්සේ යටින් ටෙන්සයි ඉන්නවා.
ළඟ සීන් නැත් තියෙන්නේ කොහොමද ලක්කයක් පොඩි
බලපාන ලක් එකක් පොඩ්ඩක්
බලපාන
බලපාන
scene එකක් තියෙනවා.
ඉතින් දැන් තියෙන ඕනෝක තමයි යන්න. පටන් ගත්තද? ඒයිද මොකද උඹ එකේ පෙරලා හරියන්නේ මගේ කියා පෙන්නන්න වෙයි. උඹ එකේ මෙත් බලලා හරියන්නේ මම ගිහිල්ලා මේ උඹ එකේ ක්ලාස් කරලා ඔක යකෝ ස්ට්‍රීම් එක. හරි ගයිස් මේක මෙහෙට ගත්තා.
Bit more conservative route, take it a bit more slower in the draft, but
මොකද්ද බලන මැච් එක අපි? ස්පිරිට් කියලා දැම්මනේ.
බලමුනේ මොකද කාලා ඉන්නේ නේ කොල්ලෝ ටික. ඒක පළවෙනි
ඒ පැරවිෂන් බෙඩ් බූම් මැච් එක යනවා ඒ උනාට ඒක බලමු.
සීන් එකකුත් තියෙනවා ටයිට් බවුන්ඩ් ෆැල්කන්ස් උත් යනවා. ඒකත් හොඳ මැච්
මැච් තුනම හොඳයි. මොකද්ද බලන්නේ? ස්පිරිට් එක වැඩක් නෑ ඔයි මෙලව රහන්නේ නෑ. ටයිට් බවුන්ඩ් ෆැල්කන් එක බලමු. මේ ශිරෝගේ කොහොමද මේ
ෆැල්කන් එක හොඳයිනේ.
හොඳයිනේ.
මොකද අරුන් දෙන්නම ඔක්කොම මේ රෂියන් ටීම් දෙන්නේ. දැන් සයින්ස් එක කොහෙද? උන් කොහෙද? යුරෝප් ඊස්ට් කොහෙද මේ ෆැල්කන්ස්ලා ගන්නවා?
ෆැල්කන්ලා මේනා ගහන්නේ. මේනා වුණාට මේ ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් එකට මේනා කියලා රීජන් එකක් නෑනේ. ඒක හින්දා මේ වෙස්ටර්න් යුරෝප් ගන්න. ඔව් වෙස්ටර්න් යුරෝප් ගන්න.
Yeah, Mother captain.
Below 50% to me personally quite surprising because his laning stage and like his game
Captain vibe
always quite
මේ පාර පැරවිෂන් ටීම් එක ඔව් මාත් පැරවිෂන් තමයි සපෝට් කරන්නේ මේ මම පැරවිෂන් කොඩියකුත් දාගෙන ඉන්නේ මේ
into another core as well.
පැරවිෂන් බ්‍රෝන් ටයිප් තිය සපෝට් කෙනෙක් මේ GMR
makes a lot of sense.
මම GMR කියන්නේ නේද මම ඔබට වෙන මොකක් කරද මේ GMR කියන එක දිග වැඩි බා දැන් බලන්න 2D කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන් අපිට
completely their style activates all sorts of problems.
Now that I think about it, I guess Marine is the most obvious candidate for that.
මේ මගේ තියෙන්නේ මේ මගේ පොයින්ට්ස් තියෙන මගේ තියෙන්නේ මගේ එකේ මම තුන්වෙනිට ඉන්නේ මට ලෝඩ තමයි මගේ ඉස්සරෙ ඉන්නේ 50 60
maybe this could be one of those reasons they have taken some time to talk about should we pick the shaker or go with Ench, right? And if they pick the shaker, is Crit willing to play it if it comes down to it?
No, that's ඒක මේකේ highest win rate hero කෙනෙක්
if we need to switch it up. Are we okay doing this and what
සුමෙල් ගැහුවා ES කෙනෙක් දැක්කද?
To put it with Amar, do we go for something like a hoodwink to
Storm Spirit කෙනෙක් එක්කනේ ඒක.
ඔව් ගැහුවා ගහිල්ලා
I feel like if you are opening with the
ඒක
shaker
පස්සේ බල ඒවා ඉතින් ඔක්කොම බලන්න බෑ ගයිස් මොකද එහෙම හැම මැච් එක ගැනම එහෙම අවධානය යොමු කරන්න මම මුල මැච් නේ තාම හරිද ඔයිට වඩා හොඳ ඒවා පස්සෙන්ට තියෙනවා ඉතින් ඒකට අපිට හැම මැච් එකකටම
I think Crit I agree
නෝට යන්නේ සීරීස් එකනේ පස්සෙන් නැහැ.
It's more likely. We've not seen Amar play it at least this road to TI, but I kind of feel like if you were not like
තාම road to TI නේ තාම TI එකට ආවෙත් නැහැ තාම TI එකේ පාරේ ඉන්නේ
This is probably Crit's here right now. I think I was just gonna talk about snap
ඒගොල්ලෝ silencer ගැන නේද tight bound
snap fights in general.
tight bound silence ඔය මෙදාස silence දැන් පික්කුණා නේ
When he has these heroes to go in first to stun people
පඩේන මම
to set up
මේක
things
snap
for the
check
ultimate,
combo තේන සරයි
even for his
game එකේ හැම stage එකේම හොඳ combos
මේ ES ගේ අයි මේ snap 5 ES උයිද
ඔව් ඒ කියන්නේ ES දැන් offlane එකට දාන්න පුළුවන් mid එකට දාන්න පුළුවන් මේගොල්ලෝ නම් හුඟක් mid එකට ගන්න මොකද Malrine ගේ hero තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ හුඟක් first pick කරන්නේ හරිද ඊට පස්සේ මේ මම හිතන්නේ Creep ගේ hero එයා post 5-4 දෙකේම ගැහුවා මේ දවස් ටිකේ
ඔව් උගේ ලස්සන අර මේ මොකද්ද නිල් පාට වගේ මේ මුගේ මේ මොටිමස් කිසස් එක තියෙනවා ඒක මේ කහින ගණන්නේ ඒ මු ඒක දාලා නෑ ඒක කුරිය ඒක නෙමෙයි ඉන්නේ ඒක ඉෆෙක්ට් එක විතරයි දාලා තියෙන්නේ විචපංගු අනේ ඒ කෙනෙක් ගත්තා
දැන් මේගොල්ලෝ අමාගේ හීරෝ හුඟක් පස්සේ තමයි පික් කරන සමහරක් අය බලමු කොහොම වෙයිද කියලා.
මේ ඒක වෙනස් කරන්න ඕනේ මම පුළුවන් වුණ තුඹේකේ දාමු එක.
මොකද
අමාව දාලා මේ ලාස්ට් පික් ගන්නවා කියලා දාමුවා. ඒක පට්ට ඌ හැමදාම ලාස්ට් පික් ගන්නද?
අනිත් account එකට දාමු.
ඔය account එකට දාමුද?
මේකේ මචං මේ දැන් හුඟක් වෙලාවට මේ අමා ෆාම් කරලා තියෙනවා විනාඩි 20 විතර මෙයාට වඩා මේ ස්කිටට වඩා හරිද? දැන් ස්කිට හුඟක් වෙලාවට කරන දෙයක් තමයි මේ එයා මේ ගේට් එක අරගෙන තමයි හිටන්න ඔයා හුඟක් ඔය DK වගේ හීරෝස් ගන්නනේ. ඒ වගේ ගහපුවම එයා කෙලින්ම level 6 ගේමන් ගේට් එක අරගෙන උඩට ගිහිල්ලා උඩ ටවර් එක ඕපන් කරලා දෙනවා මාට හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ අමා කැෂුවලි ෆ්‍රීලි ෆාම් කරනවා මොකද අර මම වඩ කිව්වේ අර ඒන්ෂන්ට් කැම්පේන් එක ටික ඌ ගහන හීරෝස් එකත් එක්ක පුළුවන් නේ දැන් මැග්නස් බ්‍රිස්වල් බෑක්
ඕනේ ගහන්නේ.
මේකෙත් ඒකම වෙනවා මං හිතන්නේ හරිද මේකේ ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා වෙයිද දන්නෙත් නෑ දැන් කොහොම හරි ඊට පස්සේ මේ අමා තමයි මොකක් ෆාම් ගන්න හැබැයි මේක නම් එහෙම නැති
නාග සයිරන් කෙනෙක් 170ක් බෑන් එකක් තියෙනවා. බෑන් රේට් එක 170යි ගානක්. මට සිරිය මම හොඳට හාන්සියක් දාගෙන මැච් එක බලන්න සෙට් වෙනවා මාත් මේක ඩිරෙක්ටර්ස් කැම් එකකට දැම්මා ආනේ රෝඩ් ටු ඩීઆයි කැම් එකට දැම්මා බලමු මැච් එක ඔයා කියන්න මොන හරි මාත් අහන්න මොනවා වුණ හරි කියනකොට ඩිරෙක්ටර් කැම් එක තමයි යන්නේ
ඔය YouTube එකේ chat එක බලලානේ
ඔව් බලලා සෙල්ලන්නේ නැහැ කියලා දාලා දෙනවා අපිට අපි එයාට ඔක්කොම පෙන්නුවා එයා අපේව දැකලා ඉම්ප්‍රෙස්ඩ් වුණා පොයින්ට්ස් දැකලා කොහොමද උඩ ඉන්නවනේ අපෙන් ආපු කට්ටිය මේ අපි දාපු කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම හොඳ තැන්වල ඉන්නව නේද?
ඔව්.
මේ ඊළඟ
මිඩ්ඩේට ස්මෝක් සිව්ස් වගේ ඒවා හම්බුණා. නැත්තා පොඩි වාසනාවක් තියෙන්නත් ඕනේ නේ. ලක් එක තියෙනවා.
ලක් එකේ පොඩි කාරණාවකුත් තියෙනවා. දැන් මේකේ දැන් හැබැයි දැන් රූස්ටර් එක බලහන්කෝ අන්තිමට හැදිච්ච එක.
ඔව් ඒක ඔක්කොම TF5 නේ.
මම හිතන්නේ මේ රූස්ටර්ට හරියට සෙට් වුණොත් මේ ඌ ඔක්කොම ටික පහු කරයි යා.
මේගොල්ලෝ පැංගෝ එහෙම බෑන් කරානේ. ටීමේජ් බෑන් කරා.
පැංගෝ. අපි මේකේ දාපු කවුරුත් නැහැ නේ හැබැයි.
මං යන්නේ ඉතින්
ඒකේ අමා කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ. අමා මොනවද දාලා තියෙන්නේ?
අමාට දාලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවද මේ ටික මම මතක නැහැ ඉන්න බලන්න.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
අමාට මන් දැම්මේ GPM team fight tower kills.
ටවර් කඩයි තමා
ඊට පස්සේ අර මේ 13% grand master ගහයි කියලා දැම්මේ මූගේ grand master නෙමෙයි ඔක්කොම ඉන්නේ diamond tier heroes.
ඒක මොකක්ද වෙලා තියෙනවා. මාත් හිතුවේ මොකේද අපරාධ. يعني එක grand master එක ගහපන්නේ බා. අපිට එකෙක් ගහුවා නම් ඇති.
account එකේ තමයි වාසේ මේ සේරනික්ට 25000ක් ඇවිල්ලා දෙනවා.
ඒ කලින් මැච් එකේ සැටනික් මේ මැරුන්නේ නැහැ මොකුත් උන්නේ නැහැ නේ.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
මේගොල්ලෝ offlane heroes ලා ban කරන්නේ නැහැ beast master mid දන්නේ.
ඒවා කියන්නත් බෑ හැබැයි.
nothing to say ගාන beast master.
උනේ මිඩ් එකේ.
මේගොල්ලෝ පැංගෝ කෙනෙක්ව ගනීද දන්නේ නැහැ නේ ටයිඩ් බ්‍රෝ.
පැංගෝලි දැන් පැංගෝ හැබැයි මේ මැච් වල මම දැක්කේ නෑ වැඩි ඈ.
දැක්කේ නැද්ද?
නෑ.
උගා ඩොමිනේට් හදන ඒ උන්නේ
නෑ දැන් ඩොමිනේට් ඉන්නෝකටත් හදනවා බං අර ඉස්සල මැච් එකේ ඉන්නෝකරේකුත් හදාගෙන. මගුලත් ඉන්නෝකරේකුත් ගහනවා ඩොමිනේට් එක මේක හදයි.
පැංගෝ බෑන් කරා දැක්කනේ.
පැංගෝ බෑන් කරාද?
ඒකන මචන් පැංගෝ හොඳයි දැන් නාගට එහෙම ගන්න හොඳයි ට්‍රී ඔය ට්‍රප් කරපුවාම පයින්න හොඳයි ඒ පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් තියෙනනේ ඒවට තමයි හීරෝස් ගන්න
ආයෙත් බෑන් වෙන්න ඇති මේ දිගටම
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Radiant team pick.
මොකද ෆැල්කන්ස් වල ෆස්ට් පික් එක නෑ මම දැන් ෆස්ට් පික් එක තිබ්බා ඒගොල්ලෝ ගන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා මෙඩුසට එහෙම ගන්න හොඳයි බෑන්කෝ
ඔව්නේ ඩිෆියුසර් හදන්නත් පුළුවන් නේ
Entire team, pick 'em up, pick 'em up.
කෙනෙක් ගත්තා
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
රේස කෙනෙක් අය ගහයි දන්නේ නැහැ නේ
5
ඒක
seconds.
නුනා
Morty.
ඒ දිගේ
It'll
තමයි
be
මටත් මේ
fine.
හිතා ගන්න බැරුව ඉන්නේ
රේස ගහන්න අලින් ගහලා නැහැ රේස
උන්ගේ පික් හිතා ගන්න බෑ බං ඔය මේ ෆැල්කන් ලගේ
NP ඔෆ්ලයින් ගන්න පිට ඕන
ඔව්නේ
සපෝට් රෝල් එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්
ඕන එකක් ගහන්න පුළුවන් උට ඕන
ඕනයක් ගන්න
All right, time to choose your hero.
මෙඩුසා
අර අමාර්ගේ මොකුත් නෑ කිට් අමාර් කාර්ය නම් එක විනාශ කරනවා බං ඩොටා එක උගාව කිට් නෑ කියපන්
මේ මුට මන්දම මෝස් වොයිස් ලයින්ස් යූස් කියලා අන්න ඒකෙන් තමයි මුගක් ඇවිල්ලා තිබ්බේ දැන්
අමාටද එහෙමද
what everything 7% in games where the player uses most voice lines
ඌ ඉස්ලෑන්ඩ් යූස් කරාද
කරනවා
Oh man, Rick, there's
අමා
only
වැඩිය
10
වොයිස්
seconds
ලයින්
left to
යූස්
pick a
කරන්නේ
hero.
නෑනේ
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
Nah.
fine.
නෑනේ
බලමු
බලමු
බලමු ස්නැප් ෆයන්ඩලෝට දෙන්න එකේනේ ඒ වුණොත් නම් හරි අමාරුවා
ඔව්නේ
මෙඩුසට ජීවත්ත ගන්න අනිත්තක ඒත් එන ස්කුෂී ඩැල්ලන්න හීරගෙන
ඒ ස්නැප් අය බලපන් ක්‍රීඩ්ගේ ඕක
ඉමුලත් නේ.
ඇතුලේ ඉන්නකොට ඕක නෙවෙයි ඉන්නේ බලපන් මේ කුරියා ඉන්නේ මේ කුරියා නෙවෙයි උගේ මේ මෝටි ඉන්නේ මේ මෝටිමයි ඉන්නේ වෙන මොකෙක් හරි වුණ බලන්න මේ පටන් ගන්න යන්නේ පොඩ හිර වුණා ඩැකින්න විනාඩි දෙන්න
පටන් ගත්තනේ
There may be many
Ah,
Earths,
oxygen-rich
but
atmosphere.
there's only
Giant
one
testicle
Earth
monsters.
shaker.
We'll be fine. Let's party!
හෙලෝ මුල පෝස්ට් එකක් නේ පෝස්ට් එක සෙට් වෙලා
ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ඩොටාගේ සීන් එකක් වුණා
ඔව් ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ඩොටා වගේ සීන් එකක් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ හැබැයි ලේසි වෙන එකක් නෑ ශීරෝගේ මේ මෙඩුසෙක් ඉන්නේ
අන්නක සති ගානයට ඩෙලෝ ගාන නතින්ටු සේක් අච්චා
එහෙමද වල නයිස්
ඒගොල්ලන් හිස්ටරි බලන්න බෑනේ ඒ වෙලාව බලනාරෙන්
ඔය කියන්නේ මේ ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ් ලිස්ට් එකේ හිටියොත් රයිට් ක්ලික් කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන් නේ අපිත් එක තව කවුරු හරි ජොයින් ලයින් වෙනවා කොහොමද ලයිව් එකට එන කට්ටිය chat එකක් දාගෙන යන්න අපි මේ බලන්නේ ටීම් ටයිඩ් බවුන්ඩ් vs ෆැල්කන් මැච් එක අපිට ෆැන්ටසි පොයින්ට් වල බලා ගන්න තියෙන්නේ අමා තව කඩනවද ටීම් ෆයිට් වල ඉන්නවද සානිතවද
Oh, it's about to start, Morty.
TPM එක
ගෝල් පොයින්ට් එක අන්න මැලරින්
මට නම් ඒක ගැන නම් බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ කොල්ල ෆාම් කරනවා
කොල්ල ෆාම් කරනවා
අමා කියන්නේ පට්ටම ග්‍රීඩි ප්ලේ කෙනෙක් ප්‍රශ්නයක්ම නැහැ ස්කිටරට ෆාම් කරන විනාඩි 20 විතර මට ෂුවර් නෑ වේද කියලා බලන්න වේද කියලා මුට අනිත් එක මේ අරුස් ටැකුත් දායි කවුද මේ
Pesky horn.
ස්නැප් ෆයර්
nothing to say mid
බොඩි බ්ලොක් කරලා ෂොට් පාක් කරලා ක්‍රිට් ඔව් මං කිව්වේ nothing to say බීස් මාස් තමයි ගන්න
mid එකනේ
මේ මොකද මේගොල්ලන්ගේ එච් එක ගත්ත ගමන් මං හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන් ප්ලෑන් කරන් ඉන්නේ නැති මේ මේගොල්ලෝ අපි වගේ නෑ කෙලින්ම මිඩ් එක ගන්න අවුලෙ මේක නම් හොඳ මැච් අප් තමයි මෙයාලා දැන් මෙයාට සෙට් වෙන හුඟක් මැච් අප්ස් එන අවුල් මැච් අප්ස් එක මැල්රින්ට
ඔව්නේ
එක්කම මං කියලා හරි මොකක් හරි යටල එන්නගේ ට්‍රේඩ් දෙනා දෙන්න ෆේත් කියන්නේ ඇක්ස ගන්න
ඔව් ෆේත් දියන් ගන්න
මේ නාගා හොඳයි නේ ඇක්ස්ට සාමාන්‍යයෙන්
නාගා මරු බං මේ දැන් නාගා මේ සෑහෙන්න
හයියාම හීරෝ කෙනෙක් උදේ පාන්දර අරග දැම්මට එච්චර වැඩක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකද මේ ගහගෙන ඉඳි අරුගෙත් තාම අඩු වෙනවානේ වෙන කාලෙකින්
නාගගේ මෙන්න මේකෙක්නේ නෑ මේකේ තියෙන්නේ වෙන සීන් එකක් දැන් තියෙන්නේ මේක අර මේ ඩෙලූග් කියලා එකක් කරන් තියෙන්නේ ඒක ක්ලික් කරන්න තියෙන එකක් අරක පැසිව් එකෙන් 6ක් ගැහුවම ආමර් අඩු වෙලා මේ ඩැමේජ් දෙන එක මේ නාගරන් තියෙන අනිත් එක කරන් තියෙන්නේ වේට් කරලා
දැන් බීස් මාස පොඩ්ඩකට අමාරු වෙන සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා.
ඔව්නේ වෙන්නේ අමාරුයි. බලන්න.
හැබැයි දැන්
අන්නයි පෝස්ට් එකක් ආව X ගෙන්
su lechita y a dormir.
අර මේ මැලරින් තමයි බා වැඩියම වොයිස් ලයින් දාන්නේ යා අන්න සිරියක් කරනවා නම් ප්ලේයර්
මේ අමාකාරයි මොකද දන්නේ නැහැ. ටොක්සික් වලේ තාපඩ
අමා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එහෙම දාන්නේ නැහැ ඌ 1යි 2යි දාන්නේ දෙක දාන එක දෙක රිදෙනවා ඒකයි කේස් එක
විතරනේ.
ඌ එහෙම ගොඩක් දදා ඉන්නේ ස්කිට ඇවිල්ලා බාච්චින්න අන්න මේක මැද ක්‍රීප් වේව් එක කට් කරන්න නේ
දැන් ඉතින් ඒක තමයි කරන්නේ නේ. ඊගොල්ලෝ
හැබැයි නාගට ලොකු අවුලක් නැහැ. ඉතින් නාගගේ ඉලූෂන් ටික තියෙනවනේ. ඉලූෂන් ටික දාලා මේ ක්‍රීප් වේව් එක ගන්න පුළුවන්.
නෑ මේකයි මේ දැන් ඒකෙන් එන්නේ මේ මෙයාගේ ෆාම් එක වැඩි වෙනවා තේරෙනවද?
ඇක්ස්ගේ.
මෙයා දැන් ඔය කැම්ප් එකයි සාටිගේ මම හිතන්නේ ඔය මේ අනිත් කැම්ප් එකටත් දැන් යයි උතන පොඩි
ෆස්ට් බ්ලඩ් දෙනවා නේ nothing to say me. අයියෝ no. අන්නම ආයෙ ෆස්ට් බ්ලඩ් අරගෙන. ස්ලයින් නැක්වත් නේ. හරි. අරුගාවනේ. අර පැත්තෙන් ප්ලැනට් එක
ගමන් ඇවිල්ලා ගැව්වා.
වයි ලෙවල් 2 ගිලනේ. ඕක අර මේක ගන්න ඇත්තනේ. වයි අරන් ඇත්තේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්. කුකී එක නෑ තා.
දැන් මේ ගේම් එක මම හිතන්නේ උගක් චෙක් මේ ඔච්චර මේ අපරිෂන් කරන්න මේ උට ස්ටැක් කරන්න පුළුවන් මු ස්ටැක් කරන්න ගනේ අම්බාන්න දැන් තවදී.
ඔව් නේ වටේ ඊට පස්සේ
මට හිතෙනවා මොකද අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ මේ අයිසෝටෙක්ස් එකෙන්.
අන නෙක්ස්ට් එක ගහන්න දෙන්න.
ස්ටැක් කරන්න දෙන්නේ.
අරුණන් ක්‍රීප් වේව් එකක් යන්න දෙන්නේ.
ඔව් දැන් මූ දිගට මොක ෆාම් කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇක්ස්ට්‍රා ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇක්ස් අර කැම්ප් එකයි ක්‍රීප් වේව් දෙකම ගන්න. දැන් ස්කිටර් හම්බ වෙන්නේ එකයි. ඒකෙත් සමහරක් කරලා මිස් වෙනවා. බෑ උන්ට නම් මිස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ මං හිතන්නේ.
ඔව්
ඒකට ඇක්ස් ඊටට ෆාම් කරා. දැන් ඇක්ස්ට මේ දැන් ඒට කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයකුත් නැහැ නේ. ඒ කැමති දෙයක් කරනවා ගිහිල්ලා ස්ටැක් එකක් දානවා. ඒ ස්ටැක් ටිකක් තියනවා පස්සේ.
ගහනෝනේ ප්ලැනට් එක.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
ඔය එක දේ මොනවා නම් පොස් අය ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන මේ රූන් එක සිකියර් කරන්න පුළුවන් chance එකක් තියෙනවා. අන්න ඒක පුළුවන් නම් කරන්න සපෝට් කරන්න.
අඩ ග්ලෝබල් නම්බර් 1 ඉන්න එකාගේ මේ තියෙන්නේ යටරොයි මිඩ් එකේ කවුද GP එකේ සපෝට් 9 ක්ලාස් එක.
පිටත් 9 ක්ලාස් දාන්න තිබ්බනේ.
ඔව්නේ. අපි කතා කර හිටියේ 9 ක්ලාස් දාන්න කියලානේ.
නාගා ඩේ දන්නවා නාගා. ඉලුෂන් දාලා බ්ලොක් කරලා ස්ටැක් කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ.
මේ ස්ටැක් සීන් එක හොඳයි නේ. අපි මේ පාර ස්ටැක් සීන් එක දාමු. කට්ටිය සෑහෙන ස්ටැක් හදනවා.
ඔව්. ඒ යන බං උන්ගේ ටීම් එකේ උන් දෙන්නටම කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. බීස් මාස්ටර් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඇක්ස්ට්‍රා කරන්නත් පුළුවන්.
Those little rascals are hitting Dire's bottom tower.
දැක්සේ කෝල් කර ඉලූෂන් එක. ඒ නාග 4 x 7 අනේ අම්මේ.
ඉතින් X free farm කරා. ලේන් එකත් farm කරා මේ මොනවාද මේවත් farm කරා. දැන් මේ වල පේනල් මෙහෙම කරද්දි මේ ring of health එක එන වටිනා.
ඔව්
කට්ටිය ගන්න නැහැ දැන් අර ආමසීන් එකෙන්ද ring of health එක ඔය ගැඩට එන වටිනා. ඒක මොකද මෙයාට පස්සේ ලෝටස් එකකට හරි කාට දෙන්න එක්ක වැන් ගඩ් එක ගේම් එක නිර්මල්ලා හරි
ඔව්
ලෝටස්
මේ
එක හරි
වෙනස් කර ගන්නත් පුළුවන් නේ.
මේක මොකද මේ එයා වැඩි ඩේන් එක මරන්න බෑ කියලාට තේරෙනවා මයිල.
Dyer's middle tower.
ඔය නාගට එහෙම දැම්මට වැඩක් නැහැ නේ ඒකෙන්. ස්ටැක් ලේන් එක කට් කළා නියුට්‍රල් සත් එක ෆාම් කරගත්තා.
පව්යක් ඔය නාග. කමක් නැහැ ඉතින් නාගා ස්නේකින් නේ ස්නේකින් ලෙවල් අඩු වුණාට ඉතින් අවුලක් නැහැ ඉතින්. නාගා කැරි නෙවෙයිනේ. ප්ලැනට් එක ඇස්සේ ඔන්න හිතර කැම්ප් එක බ්ලොක් කරලා තියෙන්නේ අරු. ඔය පාර විතරයි කරන්නේ කැම්ප් දෙකම බ්ලොක්.
as usual farm කරන්න
යනවා
එයා තමයි එයාට තමයි වැඩිම නෙට් එකක් තියෙන්නේ.
නෙට් එකට මේක මාරු කරමු දැන් මට කීස් මතකයි. මං කීස් ටික මේ දැන් චුට්ටකට ඉස්සලා පුරුදු වුණා. ඔබලා
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
නෝ දැක්කද මෙයා තනිකර ෆාම් ඔරියන්ටඩ් බිල්ඩ් එකක් ගෑ මේ සෙකන්ඩ් එක එකක්වත් අරගෙන නැහැ.
කවුද මේ ඇක්ස්ද?
ඇක්ස් නේ අමා
ෆස්ට් එක අප් කරලා ඇත්තේ කොහොමද පොරව එහෙමනේ.
නෑ ෆස්ට් එක තර්ඩ් එක අදාළ නෑ. එයාට උන ෆාම් ගන්න විතරයි. නැද සීන් එකක් යනවා.
දැක්කනේ ස්මෝක් එක.
මලා
අර මං කිව්වා අර මේක බලපන් මේ මෝටිමස් කිසස් එක. නිල් පාටට වදින්නේ.
Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
ඇක්ස් මරේද?
දෙනවා.
බැරි ගමකුත් නෑ. ඇක්ස් මරා.
මම ආවා අය ගියා.
දුවයි කියන එක නේ. ඒ මාර ඩැමේජ් එකක් නෑනේ.
හවුනේ.
මුකෙලින්ම පයිප් එකක් ගන්න. බර්ලියන් ඒක
Radiant's bottom
Scene
tower
here,
is
man.
under attack.
මෙඩූසා ෆාම් සීන් එකේ අමා ෆාම් සීන් එකේ මේ කවුද ස්කිටර් ෆාම් සීන් එකේ දැන් ඇක්සුත් මං හිතන්නේ ෆාම් සීන් එකේ තමයි ආවේ කවුරුත් එන්නේ නැහැ වලි නැහැ ඔයාලා බලන් ඉන්න මේ නිකන් කොහම ෆාම් කරනවා.
Oh boy, Dyer's bottom tower is
පස්සේ බැරිය ගහ ගන්න වේවා.
ඒ නම් හැමදාම මරණ සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් උගලත් කරනවා මේ දැන් ගහත් මේ ෆාම් කරන්න ඕන පේනවනේ ඕෆ් වෙන ෆාම් කරලා හරිද
උන්ට අදාළ නෑ ලේන් වල මොනවාද වෙන්නේ උන්ට වැඩක්ම නෑ. ඔන කැලවල් ඇස්සේ
තමුන්ගේ අයිටම් එක ෆාම් කරනවා යාළුවා. ඇත්තටම මේක හොඳයි ඉතින් නැත්තම් බොරුවට ගිහිල්ලා මැරෙනානේ නේ. දාගෙන යනවා.
ෂුවර් කිල් එකක් තිබ්බොත් ගන්නවා නැත්තම් ඔන්න ඕන එකක් විච්චාවි කියලා ඉන්නවා අතලේ ෆාම් කර කර.
අර ඕනාට අඩාපුවම ගන්නවා ඔය එක්ස් ටයි මේ ඩිස්වාස් ටයි සෙට් එකේ දැක්කම. හරි අම්මා මැරෙයිද? මම මැරෙන්න ඕන මෙතන. ආවා
අර ඇක්ගේ හෙල්ත් එක ගැහුව ගහපු එක විතරයි කරේ.
ඒකයි මේ MP ගේ අල්ටියත් ඇදුනා හොඳ නැහැ. සරණ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
ස්නේකින් කොහෙද අර යන්නේ?
Looks like
මේකින්
Dire's structures
උඩට
are
ආවර ඩිෆෙන්ඩ්
fortified.
කරනවා. මේගොල්ලෝ මොකක් උඩට ආව එක ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරලා ගන්න ටීම් එක. සමහර ටීම්ස් ඉන්නවා ඔය උඩට ආවර එක යන්න දෙනවා මුලින්ම. මේගොල්ලෝ කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඔෆ්ලයින් ටාවර් එක ඕපන් කරගෙන සේෆ් ලයින් ටාවර් එකත් මේ යන්න දෙන්නේ නැතුව
තියාගෙන ගහනවානේ.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
මේගොල්ලන්ගේ
under
අනිත් එක
attack.
ඉන්නේ හීරෝස්ට ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් නාගර ඉලූෂන් ටික දාලා ඉන්නනේ තියෙන පැත්තකට.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
අන්න විශ්ඩම් හොරගම් කරන්න යනවා ප්ලැනට්.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. It's gone.
මාත් අවුස්සලා
Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower.
මාත්
could
මාත්
ya? Jeez, man, they're getting whooped.
හරි හරි. නෑ මෙහෙමයි අර කරම් මාරුනා නම් හරි අතන මේ ක්‍රීප් මේ ජංගල් එකකුත් ෆාම් කරන්න ගිහිල්ලානේ.
ටීපී තියෙන්නේ නැතුවදනේ.
ක්‍රීප් තියෙන්නේ නැති.
Oh, Dire's carrier just got killed.
හැබැයි අවුලක් නෑ බං දැන්. එහෙම ෆාම් කළා එයා එතන මැරුණට
ඔව්.
දැන් එයාගේ එතන එතකොට වෙන කෝ කෙනෙක්ට යන්නේ නැහැ කියලා දන්නා. සීනුත් තියෙනවා. මොකද මේ එයා ඒ මැප් එකේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තේ නෙවෙයිනේ මලේ. දැන් මැප් එකේ අනෙක් පැත්තේ නෑ මලේ.
ඔව් ඉතින්.
එතකොට ඉතින් වාසි. මම තවුලක් නැහැ විස්තර මැප් අරගෙන මොකද විස්තර මැප් දෙන්නෙත් වේදෙනවා.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
එක්ස් මලා
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
එයා ක්වාලිටි නැතුව ගැහුවා.
අර අර රින්ගෙන් ගියකින් එයා බ්ලේඩ් මිල්ලේ පරක් වුණා. එහෙම සීන් එකක් වුණා.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is fallen. Whoa, Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, jeez, Morty, they're going after Dire's bottom tower. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Whoa,
Medusa
Dire's
පොට්ට
bottom
පොට්ට
tower is
farm
under
කරනවා නේ.
attack.
ඔව් ඉතින් අර මැන්ටක් තියෙනවනේ.
මිනිස්සුන්ට කිසිම කරදරයක් නැහැ දැන්ට.
ඊළඟට සෙප්ටරයක් යන්නේ.
අද සීන් එකක් යනවා. ඉතින්
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
අමා ගියා. ආයිපා.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is destroyed.
දන්නවනේ දැන් ඔය මේ ඇක්ස්ටෝ ඇක්ස් මේ ඊඑස්ටෝ මේක දිගේ යන්න පුළුවන් ඌ ගහන එක දිගේ.
චාට් එක පුළුවන් නේ.
ඔව් ෆිෂර් එක දිගේ යන්න.
ගන්නවා.
ඔව් නේ ෂාට් එක ගත්තම නේ ෆිෂර් එක දිගේ ඇවිදින්න පුළුවන් ඉන්නේ.
ඔව් චාට් එක මොනවාද? එයා මුලින් sorry. එයා මුලින්ම අරන් තියෙන ෂාට් එක කයක් ගහන්න කයි.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
උඟක් කට්ටිය මේ කයක් ගහලා තමයි යොත් ගන්න.
කෑම් බ්ලොක් කරලා
සීන් එක දෙන්න මේ ගේම් එක ස්කේල් එකදී එකක් එක්ක ෆයිට් කරන්න මාරුයි.
ඔව් නේ.
මොකද මොකද රිෆ්‍රෙෂර් ගහනවා ඔක්ට්‍රේන් ගහනවා IBK බියක්වත් දාන්න වෙන්නේ නැති සීන් එකක් වෙනවා.
මැරිලා ඉවර වෙනකන් දන්නේ නැති සීන් එකක් වෙන්නේ.
සීන් එකක් වෙනවා.
අඹු අඹු. ගහන්න ගත්තකොට ගහන එක ගහනවා. දෙන එක දෙන්නේ කෑලි හැලෙන්න දෙන්නේ.
නැටි හැලෙන්න දෙන අය කියන්නේ.
ඔව්.
පැන්න දුන්න ගියා.
අපි වගේ එලවෙලව ගැහිදී ඌව නෑ.
ගැහුවා ගියායි ෆාම් කරා.
ආයි ෆාම් කරා.
දැන් අපි එන ටයිම් වේස්ට් කරනවානේ දැන් එතන. කොහරි හට යනවා මෙහාට යනවා.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
යට සීන් එකක් යනවා.
Dire's top tower's
යා මල වංගි දන්නේ නැක්ස්. මලේ නෑ. දැන් මල. ස්ටන්නේ එකයි සීන් එක දැන්. කෝල් කරොත් ඒව කොල්ල වෙනා ගේට් වෙලා එකෙක් ගේට් වෙලා එනවා අනිත් එක ටීවී වෙලා එනවා.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
එන ග්ලෝබල් ප්‍රසන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා.
තියෙනවනේ. එහෙම සීන් එකක් තියෙනවනේ. ඒක එතන තනිකර ඇක්සෝ හිතලා කරේ ඒ වැඩේ.
අනිත් එක මේ නාගේ ඉලූෂන් වලින් සෑහෙන්න මේගොල්ලෝ ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් ගන්න. නාගේ ඉලූෂන් මැප් එකේ අනිත් පැත්තම ඉන්නේ දැන්.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
මම මේගොල්ලෝ මේ ටයිම් එක හදන්න මේ යන්නේ. මෙඩූසා බලමු. කම්බැක් එකක් දෙයිද?
මේක මේ ෆැල්කන් දින්නොත් මගේ එක ප්‍රෙඩික්ෂන් එකක් හරියනවා. දෙකක් හරියනවා. ෆැල්කන් එකත් හරියනවා, ටයිඩ් බවුන්ඩ් එකත් හරියනවා. ටයිඩ් බවුන්ඩ් දින්නොත් දෙකම වරදිනවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේක පැරදුණු ටයිඩ් බවුන්ඩ් එළියද?
නෑ නෑ එළියේ නෑ. ඇතුලේ දැන් ඔය ටීම් එක ඔක්කොම ඇතුලේනේ කොහමද?
ඔව්.
මේක මෙයා වුණොත් ෆැල්කන් 4-1 වෙනවා. හරිද මම දැම්මේ ෆැල්කන්ලා තමයි 4-1ට. ටයිඩ් බවුන්ඩ් දැම්මේ නිකන් දිල්ලයි කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ 2-2 දිල්ලයි කියලා. නෑ 2 නෙවෙයි 3-2කට දිල්ලයි කියලා. මෙයාලා 4-1කට දිනයි කියලා දැම්මේ. දැන් මේක ෆැල්කන් දිරන්න ඕනේ.
මගේ යට ප්‍රෙඩික්ෂන් තුනක් කරදී පළවෙනි එක කොහොමද වැරදිද ස්පිරිට් ඉන්න
ඒක ඉතින් කමක් නැහැ හැමෝගෙම වැරදිනේ බා
හැබැයි එකක නෑ ඒක මම දැක ලික්විඩ් කියලා මම ලික්විඩ් ෂුවර්
නෑ ඒක දැන් ගත්තානේ අරුන් ගත්තානේ එක්ස්ට්‍රීම් ගේම්
එක්ස්ට්‍රීම් ගත්තා එතකොට මේ ඒගොල්ලෝ තව මැචස් ගහන්න ඕනේ නැද්ද?
නෑ ඉවරයි. එයාලට එකක් අඩුයි. ඇයි මොකද එයාලා ගහපු හතරම දින්නන එක දිගට හතරම දිනන ටීම් මං හිතන්නේ දෙකට මැච් පස්වෙනි මැච් එක ගහන්න ඕනේ. ඒක හොඳයි ඉතින් උගේ ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකක් තියාගන්න පුළුවන් නේ ඊළඟ මැච් එකට.
ඔව්. අනිත් මේ ස්පිරිට්ලත් මං හිතන්නේ මෙහෙම ඕනකමින් ඒගොල්ලෝ
මට හිතෙන ඕනකමින් නෙමෙයි ගැහුවේ මේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය මේ තියෙන බේසික්ම ටිකකින් ගැහුවා අනිත් එකේ අපි ඔයාලට නෙලන්නම් දැන් මේකේ බොරුවට ෆෝම් වෙන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ කියලා
අනිත් ඒගොල්ලෝ නෝ දැන් ප්‍රෙඩික්ෂන් වලක් දන්නත් උමනාවක් තියෙන්නේ නැති නේ
ඔව් ප්‍රෙඩික්ෂන් වරද්දන්න දුවමනාවකුත් තියෙන්නේ නැති උන්ට එන ගානක බෙට් දාන්න පුළුවන් නේ ඒක එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හැබැයි උන් මේකෙනුත් කාප් එක තමයි කේස් එක.
අරෝරක
පැරවිෂන් ලගෙනුත් කාප් එක තමයි කේස් එක. තමයි ඒක දෙන්න ඇතිනේ උන්ට එකම රීජන් එකේ දෙගොල්ලනේ.
කොහොමද මේ සීටරෙක් මුලින්ම ගැහුවේ මේ ටීම් සීට් එකනේ ඉස්සර.
තාමත් ටීම් ස්පිරිට් එකේ ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක් තමයි. ලෝන් කරලානේ තියෙන්නේ මේ පැරවිෂන් වලට. අරුගේ මේක තියෙන්නේ ස්පිරිට්ලත් එක ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් එක තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ප්ලැනට් නම් හොඳට ලෝටස් එකතු කරලව.
මේ පොඩට ස්වීට්ලට අමාරු සීන්නක් තියෙන්නේ.
ඒත් ඕක දින්නත් පැරදුනත් කොහොමත් එකම වැඩේනේ වෙන්නේ. ඒක ඉතින් ඕක ලොකුවට හිතන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔය මැච් එක ගැන ඔය මැච් එක කොහොමත් ඕකුන් ඕන කමින් ගහන්න. ඕන වුණොත් එක මැච් එකක් ගහයි නිකන් අර අපිට පුළුවන් කියලා පේන්න බය කරන්න. ඉවරෙන්න නම් මං හිතන්නේ මොකක්වත් වෙයි.
Loaded to the gills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ඔය කේස් එක තියෙන මේ ගේම මෙඩූසා හොඳට ෆාම් කරන්න.
වෙඩුස මේකුත් හදන්නේ මැජුරේන එක්කුත් හදාගෙන.
අදලා ඒක ආවයි කියන්නේ අර පොඩ්ඩ අයිටම් වැඩි වෙනානේ.
ඔව්.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
එතන එක
attack.
ටීම් ෆයිට් එක චේන්ජ් වෙනවා කියන්නේ.
Dyer's top
අනිත් එක
tower
මේ
is under
මෙඩූසට
attack.
මේකේ මේ බෆුත් තියෙනවානේ.
ඔව්.
අනිත් කාරණය තමයි ඒගෙනුත් මෙඩූසා බෆ් වෙනවා.
ඒ මොකෙන්ද?
සෙකන්ඩ් එකේ දැක්කද මේ පොඩක් කිය හොගන්න
Su lechita y a dormir. Su lechita y a
අර
dormir.
තියන්න මේ එයාගේ අර මේ අයිසෝටෙක්ස බිවට දාපුවාම එතන ගහන මැජික් ඩැමේජ් එක 125කින් ඉන්ක්‍රීස් වෙනවා. හරිද?
හරි.
එතකොට දැන් මෙඩූසට මේකේ මියොල්නියක් තියෙනවා. මියොල්නිය එකයි එක්ස් එක. දැන් මියොල්නිය ප්‍රොක්ස් ඔක්කොම මේ මැජික් ඩැමේජ්. ඒ මියොල්නිය ප්‍රොක් එකක් 125කින් ඇම්ප් වෙනවා මේ අයිසෝටෙක්ස් එකකින්ද. ඒ කියන්නේ සපෝට්ස් දෙන්න මෙයා වෙනබල් කරන මේ ඕක මැදයි බෆ් එක දානවා.
ඔව්.
දෙක
ඒකට ඊට පස්සේ ගයිස් නෙලන්ඩ තමයි තියෙන්නේ.
ඒගේ ඉගන්න 125ක් මැජික් ඩැමේජ් ඉන්ක්‍රීස් වෙනවා කියන්නේ සෑහෙන්න ලොකු ගාණක්.
වැඩි වෙන එකනේ. ඔව්.
ඔය ගාන අදවලද මියොල්නිය කීයක්ද? 180ක් වදිනානේ. 180ට 125ක් එකතු.
45.
ඒතර ගිය ටෝටල් එක.
225.
Oh, Dyer's courier got killed. Are you
125ක්
kidding me?
වදිනා
Radiant's
එක
bottom
ප්‍රොක්
tower is under
එකකින්.
attack.
අරක වැටලා තිබ්බොත් ඔනේ. නෑ.
ඔව් නේ අර මේක.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ඒතර ප්‍රොක්ස් 4 කියන්නේ ෂොට් 5කින් විතර පැනනොත් ඉතින්ම ඩැමේජ් 1000ක් එන්නේ.
චරබරස් ගාපු ගමන් ඉවරයි වැඩි. හැබැයි ඊට කලින් මෙයාලා පැනලා මරාගත්තොත් මෙඩූසව
ඒක ප්‍රශ්න. දැන් මෙලුස මේක ගාලා නෑ. BKB එක තමයි. ස්කිටත් ස්කාඩියක් ගහන්නේ.
Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
උනුත් කොහොමත් උන්ගේ ටීම් එක කැමති ඔක්කොම ටැංකි වෙලා ගහන්නනේ. හැබැයි මේක ඒ ඉන්න හින්දා පොඩි කේස් එකක් තියෙනවානේ.
උඩට යන්නේ මේ චුට්ට අමාරුයි. බලමු. පයිප් එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මිඩ් ගේම් එක සිකියර් වෙන්නේ මොනවද? පයිප් එකයි ක්‍රිම්සන් එකයි අන්ඩලෝඩ් ගැක්සේ තියෙන කියන්න ඉනිශේට් කරන්න අමාරුයි කාඩ
ඔවුනේ
මොන යොත්තේ රිට්ටත් මගේ තන්න අල්ලන්න අමාරුයි මොද යට බ්ලින්ක ඇත්තියෙනවා එක පාට ලක්ස් පැන්නත් වූ පයින සිට නැත්තියට
Oh man, Tiger's bottom tower is denied.
අනිත්වාසය තමයි මට ෆාම් කරන්න උන බේව කර ෆිෂයක් ගම ෆිෂ එකයි සකන්න
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Come on,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get with it.
මේ වැඩේ තියෙන NPටත් මේ මෙඩුස ගානට ෆාම් කරගන්න පුළුවන්නේ අම්ම මෙඩුස රිස්කාඩිය පුත් තියෙනවා මන්ද ගන්න
පුළුවන් සින්නදින මේගොල්ලගේ මෙඩුස තමයි ෆාම් කරන්නේ එඩිස් එක උස්සනවා ෂේප් එකේ ස්මෝක් එකක් දාගෙන මේගොල්ලෝ රොස් ගත්තා
A bunch of goodies to the Radiant.
ඇත්තට මොද රොසාට් නැල්ලේ දැන් අරගොල්ලෝ ලීඩ් එකේ ඉඳලා මේගොල්ලෝ රොසාට් කොහොම හරි ඉක්මනට කරගත්තා
Bounty killing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
යස් කාඩියක් එහෙම ගන්න නැත්නම් මේ බීස් මාස්ටර් හීල් එකක් දන්නේ නැහැ
Dire's top tower is
මොකද
under
හේතුවක් තියෙන්නේ
කවුද
Radiant's bottom tower is under
ඒකයි
attack.
ස්ටැට්ස් වල අනිත් ඒ යුනිවර්සල් හීරෝ ගන්න
ඔව් ඉස්ට
NP
Dire's top tower is under attack.
ගොඩක්
ඒකටත් හොඳයි මේ
Way to go. Radiant's
බීස්
bottom
මාස්ටර්
tower
මේකත්
is
හොඳයි
gone.
එයා හීල් වෙනවා නේ
Radiant's
ඇක්සෙන්
middle tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
ඒ මෙඩුසට ගහන්න සෑහෙන දුකක් විඳින්න වෙయ్యා
එතන ඩිස්පර්සේකුත් ගන්නවා
ඒක තමයි මං කියන්නේ ඉතින් තව චුට්ටකින් ගහන්න නෙවෙයි
අන්න ඕකයි කේස් එක දැන් ෆයිට් එකේදී මෙයා මේකක් ගහනවා දැක්කද මැටලරෙන් ඒොන් ඩිස්ක් එකක් ගහගෙන
සිරාවට
බීස් මාස්ටර්ගේ බීස් මාස්ටර්ගේ මේ ඇක්ස්ගේ ඉනිෂියේෂන් එකට මං ගහලා ඒක මාර වටිනානේ දැන් නේද
ඌනේ වලිය මැද ඌනේ වලිය මැදට පයින්නේ කොච්චර හරිනේ
අනිත් එක ඉනිෂියේට් උනත් දැන් අර ඒොන් ඩිස්ක් එක ප්‍රොප් වුණාට පස්සේ අර කෙලින් මල්ටි ගන්න විතරනේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ප්‍රොප් වෙන ගමන් ඒ කියන්නේ අර පොඩි මේ තප්පරියක් තියෙනවා තප්පර 2.5 තියෙනවා ඒකෙදි මේ අන්ඩර්ලෝඩ්ට ටීවී වල ඔක්කොම ටික දාන්න පුළුවන් පයිප් එකයි ක්‍රිම්සන් එකයි
Whoa! They just killed Radiant's courier. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower is getting hit.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's bottom tower is under
මේගොල්ලෝ
attack.
මං හිතන්නේ මේ ගේම් එක සෑහෙන ලේට් අදින්න ගන්නවා නේද මේ
Fortified their structure.
ටයිට් බවුන්ඩ්ලනේ
ඕග
Radiant's middle tower is
ඕග
under attack.
මයිඩස් එකක් දැන් හදන්න
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Oh great, Dire's bottom tower just got destroyed.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
අරු අරක හදනකොට ඒවන් ඩිස්ක් හදන්න මු නලිෆයි එක ගහලා ඉවරයි.
ඔව්. ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ ස්මෝක් කරනවා. හරිද? මෙතන ෆයිට් එකක් ගිහලා මේගොල්ලෝ දින්නොත් මං හිතන්නේ ගේම් එක මොකක්ද ටර්න් වෙයි. ඒ දිස්සත් විනාඩියක් තියෙනවනේ මම හිතන්නේ මිඩ් ටවර් එක ෆෝස් කරන්න හදනවා බලන්න. මේ ශීරොත් හොඳ ප්ලේ එකක් නේ දැන්.
ඔව් ඔව්.
වැඩි පේන්නේ හිටියේ නේද? චයිනීස් Dota.
ඌවනේ මේ ටීම් ලික්විඩ් එකෙන් උගේ මේ ආමෙට පස්සේ කැරි විදියට ගත්තේ.
Middle tower's under attack.
LGD ලගේ. නෑ LGD ලගේ.
It's gone.
LGD ලා මේ ආමේ යවලා ගත්තේ
යට සීන් නෑ යට සීන් නෑ. නලිෆයි එක දැම්ම ඔය කිව්වා වගේ. දැන් හැබැයි පොඩි සීන් එකක් ඉනිෂියේට් වෙලා මලේ නැති වුණත් අරගොල්ලෝ
එනවනේ. අන්න වොයිස් ලයින් දානවා. ඌව තමයි දාන්න ඕනේ වොයිස් ලයින් දානවා නම්.
ඕනේ. මුන් ටවර් දෙකකුත් දීලා උඹලා කැමති දෙයක් කරගනින් කියලා. අර එක තැනක් නාගත්ත බස් ගාලා.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Jeez, Radiant's middle tower just got wrecked. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
මේ මෙඩුසගෙන් ටිකක් කෑවොත් එහෙම ඉතින් මැනා නෑ පොඩ්ඩක්.
ඒ කියන්නේ බම් මේ මෙඩුස ෆාම් කරලා ඉතරයි දෙන්නේ. ඉතර ගන්න කරා.
ගහගත්තේ නෑ දැන් ඔය ඔතන විතර ඒකත් එතරත් ගහගත්තේ නෑ නේ.
ඒකත් ඇසිස්ට් එකයි තියෙන්නේ. අමා ආවා. ෆයිට් එකක් ගන්න. ඌ අනේ. හරි. සිරෝමලා. ෆාම් එක වැඩක් නෑ නේ.
ඩෙඩ්ලස් යන්න නැතුව බෑ. ඩැමේජ් නෑනේ. කෝ ඩැමේජ් ටීම් එකේ.
පොඩ එන්න මම මේක ෂුව කරන හරිද? නලිෆයි එක වැටිලා තියෙද්දි එයන් ඩිස්ක් එක පොප් වෙනවානේ. හරිද? එතකොට රීෆ්‍රෙෂ් එක දැම්මාම එයන් ඩිස්ක් එක ආයි පොප් වෙලාද නැද්ද? මොකද?
නෑනේ එතකොට ඒවන් ඩිස්ක් එක ආයෙ තියෙනවා තව පාරකට.
ආයි රීෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙනානේ. ඩිස්ක් එකේ වැලියු එක තමයි.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is destroyed.
හරි කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම දැන් ලේට් ගේම් එකට ලෑස්ති වෙන සීන් එකක් තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ඔන්න ඔක්කොම මේවා ගහනවා මිඩාස් ගහනවා.
චයිනීස් Dota.
ඩොටයි ඉතින් අරුත් ගහුවා අන්න.
ඒත් ගන්න ඉන්නේ. ඒ ගහලා ඔක මැජයි ගහලා
අමා ගහනවා.
අමා
ඔව් අමා එකක් කරන් ආවන්න දැන් බලමු.
එනවා.
විකුල්ලාද ඔය එක හදලා? මම දැක්කනේ හැදුවා. අතන සයිඩ් එකෙන් ආ විකුල්ලාද කොහෙද?
නලිෆයි එක ගන්න නේ.
හරි මෙඩුසට තේරුණා ඩැමේජ් මදි කියලා බූට් එක වික්කඩ එල්ලස් එක ගත්තා.
ඩෙඩ්ලස් එක කොහොමත් ඕන නැත්තා ඩැමේජ් වන්දි සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඩෙඩ්ලස් එක ආවත් දැන් මේගොල්ලන්ගේ මේ ක්‍රිම්සනුයි අරවයි මේවයි සෝල ක්‍රෙස්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා මේ නාගට.
නෑ උනාට ඉතින් ඩෙඩ්ලස් එකෙන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ගිහිල්ලා වදිනවනේ.
වෙනවා. කිට මැරෙයිද? ස්කිට මලා. සිරෝට පළවෙනි කිල්ල නෙවුනේ.
පළවෙනි ඩෙත් එකනේ.
පළවෙනි. නෑ ශීරෝගේ පළවෙනි කිල්ල එකනේ.
ශීරෝගේ පළවෙනි ඩෙත් එක. ආරෝගේ පළවෙනි ඩෙත් එක.
මේ ටර්නින් පොයින්ට් එක.
ටික හෙන සල්දියක් හම්බුණා එතනින්.
ගෝල් 2000ක්. කියන්නේ 1000ක්. මැක්ස් එක කාලා මොනවද ඒක?
කවුද?
ශීරෝ.
මෙඩූසා ඇක්ස් එක කාලා බ්ලින්ක් එකක් ගහයිනේ, shift blink එකක් ගහයිනේ. එහෙම ඉතින් මෙඩූසා පැට්ටුනා කියන්නේ මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඉතින් කාටවත් මම හිතන්නේ නැහැ එහෙම ගහගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා බලමු ඉතින් නේ.
අපි සීන් එකේ තියෙන මේ අර ඔල්ලන්ගේ මේ මෙඩූසා එක තැන තියන්න ගොඩක් ස්පෙල් තියනවා නේ. අන්ඩර්ලෝඩ්ගේ පිට් එක තියනවා. ට්‍රී කෙනෙක්
මම කියන්නේ එක තැන තිබ්බත් ඉතින් කොච්චර හරි කියලා ගහන්න එපා උට.
ඒ ඔල්ලන්ගේ ප්ලෑන් එක මම දන්නේ අනිත් ඒවුන්ට ගහලා
ඉතුරු කරගෙන ගහන්නේ.
දැන් මෙඩූසා එකපාර බර්ස් ගන්න බෑනේ මචං. තේරෙනවද?
ඔව්.
එතකොට අරග තමයි කියන්නේ. මොකද පොඩි ඇක්ස් උනත් මරන්න පුළුවන් ඇක්ස්. මේක වැඩි ටැන්ක් නෑ. මේගොල්ලෝ මේ රොෂ් එකට ෆයිට් එක යන්න හදන්නේ නේ. ලෙට්ස් ටොන්ට් එක යනවා දැන්. අන්නෝන.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
ගානා පැත්තකින්
මෙඩූසා වටන් ගත්තා.
මෙඩූසා එක දැන තිබ්බා. ඔයා දැක්කද ඉන්නේ? මෙඩූසාට හෙල්ලෙන්න බෑ. ඒකයි යන්න ලෝඩුයි හරිම වාතයක්.
දැන් නම් පුතේ රේපියක් තමයි ඕනේ.
ඔව්. BKBයකොත් හොඳයි. මෝ BKB එකක් ගන්නවා.
නෑ නේ BKB එකක් ගහලා තේරුම් නැහැ බෑ මේ වෙලාවේ. යවුවට වදින්නේ නැහැ දැන්. දෙපැත්තක්වත් කඩයි අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔය ගැම්මට.
Get up on out of here, because Radiant just fortified their Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
උන්ට බෑ මයිඩස් ස්ටීල් මුගේ නෑ දන්නේ නැහැ කමන්නේ අපි. මෙගා ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරලා ගන්න කියලා.
ඒවා කියන්න බෑ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
ඉබක් කරා. ආද. ලූසත් බයිබැක් කරානේ රොස් එකට යන්න රොස් කිය ගමන් අමා බයිබැක් කරන්න එන කොම්මැරනා ජීදී
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
ඒවා කියන්න බෑ.
ගේ දෙයක් තමයි මට පේන්නේ බලමු
අමාටගේ අල්ටි නෑ.
half HP මොකක් කරයිද තාම කැරගෙනවා මෙතන
කලින් පාර වගේ හොරාට ගන්න නම් මේ පාර නම් හම්බ වෙන්නේ අරුගේ ඉලූෂන් කොච්චරවත් ඒක
වරක් දෙවරක් බෑ
වරක් පුළුවන් දෙවරක් බෑ
අපරාධ මේ මැල්රීන්ට ස්මෝක් දාන්න තිබ්බේ
ඔවුනේ කොච්චරක්
ගහනවා ඔව් බං අපරාධ එල කොල්ලෙන් මැල්රීන් අඩි නීෂාව දාපු එක මූලපරම්පට එන ගොඩක් ඇවිල්ලා
ඔව් ඒ ස්මෝක් එකෙන් එන ගොඩක් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් බං
උඹ දෙවනි එකද කොහෙද ගහුවේ උල කොල්ලෙක් ස්මෝක් කරගෙන ලෝම ගානා මුදි නාග සයිරන්ට ස්ලොට් නෑ ලින්ක් කරන්න නාගස
නාගටත්
මු රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් එකක් හදනවා මේ දෙන්නටම ජෙම් දෙයක් තියලා දැක්ක එකක් වැටුනේ මං හිතන්නේ
කාටද දෙන්න
නාගටයි ස්නැප්ටයි දෙන්නටම තියලා
එකක් බේස් එකේ දායිනේ එනකොට
මං හිතන්නේ
ඉතින් ඉන්විසිබල් දෙවුනුත් නෑනේ බා
යම ඔය ජෙම් ගන්න වෝට් කඩන්නා කියන දැන් අපේ ලෙවල් එකේ තමයි හුඟක් ඔය මේ දැන් ඔයා හිතන්නකෝ දැන් මැප් එකේ දැන් ගේම් එකක් දිනාගෙන යනකොට හුඟක් ජෙම් එකක් ගන්න එතකොට එහා පැත්තේ ටීම් එකේ විෂන් ලයින් කරන්න පුළුවන් සෙන්ට්‍රියෝ බෝවින් ඕනේ මැප් එකේ රවුමක් දැම්ම ඒ කියන්නේ ඔය කොහොමද ස්මෝක් කරලා යනවනේ අර යනකොට වෝට් එක බලන්න හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගේම වල නාග ස්ලීප් වෙනා කේස් එක බීබී තමයි හදන්නේ මචං ඔයා දැක්කා
එහෙනම් ඉතින් වැඩක් නෑ තේරුම්න්නේ
ඌට කොහොමද රේබියක් තිබ්බත් ගන්න අර එච් එක ස්ටෝන් කරගෙන
ඔව් නේ හැබැයි
රේබියක් තිබ්බත් වැඩක් නැති ඒ කියන්නේ සෝරි රේබියක් තිබ්බත් වැඩක් නැති සීට්ටක් තියෙනවා ගන්න බෑ ඩැමේජ් තිබ්බට වැඩක් නෑ
ගහන්න අත උස ගන්න බෑනේ
දැන් එච් එක ඔක්ට්‍රේන් එකකුත් වෙනවා හරිද ඔක්ට්‍රේන් වලට පස්සේ අත උස ගන්න වෙන්න බෑ
Radiant's middle barracks.
දැන් දැන් මේක ගනි කොහමද
Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could you?
අර අම්මට සිල් ප්ලේ එක දැක්කද
අම්බෝ
බූස්ට් ආෆ් කරලා මේව කරගෙන මේ කෝල් එකට ගත්තේ ඒක තමයි ඉතින් කියන්නේ Nah, refresh කරා.
සීච් කරන්න දෙන්නෙම නෑනේ.
ඔය NP ගේ නට් එක ගැන දන්නවද?
Radiant's middle barracks.
මොකද්ද මුගේ යුනිට් එකේ තියෙන ආර ගස් නංග වැඩි වෙනකොට වැඩි ඩැමේජ් එන එකනේ.
ඔව්. පට්ටසරයි මං.
අරුන් යනවා යන්න මේක කරන්න බෑ අපිට මෙතන කියලා යනවා.
මේක කරන්න බෑ මුන් එළියට බහින්නේ නෑ අද. අපි යනවා. ඒවා දැක්කද ඒ රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් එකක් හදනවා.
හරි ෂෝක් කප්පා කොහොමද ජරාස් බරාස් ගලේ අල්ටි දෙකයි. ඒ විනාඩිය දෙමන් ටික දාලා එන්න.
No, Mortimer, it's not playtime. Not that sort.
Scotty's just too many stats. I mean, maybe just when your BKB is not used, right?
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Planet, okay. Has Refresher. Has been able to sneakily farm on the sidelines there with that Midas. Could catch them off guard if the first one doesn't connect too decently.
Well, we're getting up to that 50 minutes.
We are.
And
As
pretty
we
much
said we were.
This is
We
kind
knew
of the
it.
position we expected this game to be in at
Yep.
50 minutes.
I
Maybe
thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a higher gold lead for Falcons.
Oh, you thought it was going to be a higher goal?
I thought it was
I
going to
just
be
said maybe low one.
Oh,
but-
really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they would be at like 35k, but I
Yep.
thought the game actually would be maybe even closer. if
There
that
we
was
go.
The case, so.
So, you know, if you're tuning back in, because maybe some people
Hello.
tune in, they were like, you know what, we'll come back at 50 minutes when it's,
Welcome back.
it's about to get exciting. Welcome back.
Amp damage spawned. so
Excitement
you
is
brought-
around the corner.
If you just came, you brought an amp damage with you, so it is in that bottom. Maybe that could actually kick things off to be quite spicy as
Ooh,
Amar
yeah, yeah.
scouts it out.
Loads of money on Skeeter. Has he not got enough for Ag's Blessing and Buyback? Not quite.
Not quite yet.
Not quite. Yeah,
Very
very
close,
close.
though.
Very close to having enough for Blessing and Buyback.
I'm not saying if he even wants to do that. Or maybe he wants to change some stuff up, but I'm not really seeing how he can change
No, I
it too
think
effectively.
you want to keep everything else.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa.
the Satanic in some situations can be a little because versus the Dusa,
Sure.
right?
But he
in
did
most
go for it,
others,
right?
it's still good. Like if he's hitting anybody else, it's super valuable. So.
Yeah.
All right, Bottle, Malrine, he's going to save that amp damage for the upcoming fight. And we will probably get to that 30, 35, 40 potential. Like with the way that Taiban's just being contained in their base, it's very likely that that net worth does get to those points. And
gonna
okay,
be- yeah.
Refresher instead.
All right, couple of
There's
rounds to BKBs.
Sure. Double Wrath.
Never a bad purchase.
Nope. It's bound to be one of those, yeah, the Refresher, that Aghanim is more than likely in most situations at this point in time. All right, Falcons. Full Octarine now for Malrine as well. Looking to catch. I mean, Bach, he showed himself. He might get slammed.
Very dead.
Very dead.
Quick buyback.
Crit is getting every goal.
Oh, quite careful.
Wait, why?
He's going to get caught in the spell. Oh, will come out. Iceberg's flying through as well. Nothing to say with the second one. Sure is now in position to bring out the damage. Skeeter, he's gone.
Song can't save him.
Snaking trying to run. Why will end up falling quick, coming in with the kisses. Amar, he's pushing on the front. There's Murray in again with the slam, focusing Bach.
Skeeter buyback.
Outward Starfire's a bit of time for Bach to get off another call. Shiro's still pretty healthy on the mana. Bach will fall. He's out. No buyback available on him.
The Song.
Can they set up onto Shiro?
Looks like Skeeter's getting out.
Amar's fishing for Murray. He's going to jump in again and they get the stun set up. They're able to burst through Planet. Amar, he's hiding around this side of the trees. He's actually going to get out. Amar will live. The Raw's back up. Locks down Skeeter for now. Nothing to say. Scrambling back to the fountain. It's 2 versus 5.
They're trying to just... Shiro's getting danced on. He can't hit targets.
Fortifications there. Protects the creep. Somehow he's able to continue the TP back over to the fight.
Skeeter.
If they can just carefully deal with this Medusa, Falcons should be able to close the game up. Shiro.
Malrine.
Fisher catches him.
Skeeter's TPing in.
They're not going to be able to stop Shiro from getting back to base. Or maybe with the Sprout they can. Is there anything to get him out? The Sprout there is, but Malrine jumps in. He can't totem. Shiro's dead.
He's got buyback.
They are going to catch him pretty close to the fountain here, Malrine. Cookie to the side. Shiro trying to move forward. Nothing to say. 20 seconds until he has the Roar back online. Fortification now to come out from Tidebound. They're holding on to the melee racks. Some Crip. Cookie forward. And now Skeeter. He's in position to look toward Nothing to Say. That's Nothing to Say gone. He's got buyback as well. Shiro, Stone Gaze out. Falcons, they'll kite it out.
They're kiting him so hard. That the initial fight, they kited him completely, and now in his second life, it's just a 2 versus 5. Falcons backing up, resetting, finishing off the last racks. Oh, just kidding, they're still top.
20 seconds. Yeah, until they've got everybody back up. Shiro. On a planet, it's got 2 Midas charges. Got to use them.
They've held. They have held.
They are holding, and he's managed to use his Midas. So we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Unluckily not the same here for White. He's dead with 2 Midas charges.
All right, how much gold just got gained? Okay, so for the side of Tidebound, they didn't gain too much, but for the side of Falcons, I think there's 10,000 gold on somebody.
I don't know, Shiro, I think you're right. We've got to see that rapier.
He has to.
You've used your buyback.
The problem is, though, he's getting kited pretty hard. He's getting isolated. They killed 3 heroes, and then he was able to do some damage, but for the most part,
Here we
he's
go.
getting kited a lot.
Here we go. Get that rapier.
All right.
He's got to get it sooner than later. Otherwise, he's not going to have a chance to get out to the secret shop.
Okay, he's got ways to dispel himself, too, because I'm seeing that a full E-Blade got picked up from Crit, and Crit now also has level 25, so the kisses are going to be quite potent.
Is that his Korean position here by the shop? It is not.
It's not. That one's been there for a very long time. He's kept it there for, I'm not sure why. I was going to point it out earlier, but...
He doesn't like it.
He just had it
He
there.
says, you can't sit in the base courier, go and sit on that cliff. On your own.
39,000 gold lead. But hanging on. Skeeter did use that buyback for the last fight to join in, so...
He did, so that might cause them to chill things out a little bit.
Might buy another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, him and Malrine.
Aghanim's Blessing for Skeeter as well. Can finish that one.
Very risky game here for Tidebound. Is it all going to be worth it for Tidebound, or is this going to be one of those losses that kind of hurts?
Hey, got to do this though. Got to play to this. Got to play to the strategy. So they're smoking up. They're gonna
get that rapier.
They're gonna bodyguard him.
Yep.
Make sure that he can get to that spot because there's 2 wards looking to snipe probably for the rapier. Here we go.
All right, there it is.
Moves the Manta out for now.
Okay.
I think he knows that it actually... So I was going to mention this before. I think he needs the BKB because the song. If he doesn't have BKB in, he gets songed, and then they can't do anything, so...
Yeah, just song into Fisher into full combo. He's dead.
Exactly, so...
Take the Roche.
Skeeter is in the base.
He's been a bit cheeky.
He's just using the treants to get the push, and it's working. I mean, that tower is going to fall. Wrath of Nature also bouncing through.
It looks like he's going to get his Aegis.
Nothing to say.
He's in trouble.
He's way too far forward.
He's dead. No
He's
buyback. Shiro is desperately trying to finish up the Roshan. That ends up getting the kills there with the kisses. Can they get out of this? He's managed to get the Aegis picked up.
Can they get out?
They've got a second song as well. Shiro, how's he going to deal with this? He's trying to get out, but the Fisher
is trapped.
Locking him in. He can't. He's like, let me out.
Trapped.
Let me out. He's getting sprouted as well. Shiro.
He can't move.
Fisher again into the pit. He can't move.
He's a team 4-staff me.
Help me.
Bach has 4-staff in 4 seconds. Okay, he's able to slide his way out.
And you can definitely see the Falcons are very much respecting the fact that this Dusa has a rapier.
Buildings.
Snakey's got another song if he wants to. Is there over the TP? That TP ain't going to work in a million years. He's surrounded. But we'll get the call onto the 2 of them. Stonegate's coming out here from Shiro. Snakey and Crit, they'll back
He's
off.
stuck.
He can't move. Finally, the Sprout comes to an end. Shiro very on the man. Of course, he will have that second life. Still a lot of damage. Skeeter's got to be careful how he approaches trying to finish the job off. Because this Medusa hits hard. Another Fisher jump off. Marion finishes him on the once. But BKB out. Not able to get in range for the call. Bark's in trouble. Shiro, can he do this here? 3 versus 5.
They're just kiting him, Owen. He's not getting the hit.
Jump forward again from Marion. Beyond will block. They get the setup here. On towards him. Marion drops the echo. Shiro, he's going to get focused by Skeeter, but Marion's going to tick down very, very low. Snaking using the song to try and get the space for Falcons to get out of there.
It looks like he should survive because the pipe aura, Amar bailing him out.
Shiro lives.
Marines fine also. But Shiro does survive. They're able to get the Medusa back to the base.
All right.
Structural damage did come in. The double catapults were hitting onto that rack's top. It didn't die, but it got put down to half HP.
I mean, what do you do now if you're Falcons? Are you going to try and push him whilst you pretty much get guaranteed this Axe and Ogre out of the game for 50 seconds?
In about 30 seconds, I think they're going to go for that. Because Refresher and BKBs are going to be up for Malrine plus the double Echo Slam. So I think you played a little bit slowly and then you go for it. Oh yeah, there's a banner actually in the pit. That's actually quite a big deal here for the push. But Skeeter will go for that slow push.
They're getting attacked. Top barracks.
They're probably waiting for that big fight till they have the double salami.
And 2 minutes, and then we're pretty much going to start seeing most heroes have all the buybacks back on the table.
And in 1 minute and 30 seconds, Owen,
60 minutes.
We've got the neutral items coming into play.
I don't know if you know this, but
Dude,
And it's thankful that they have Midases on Tidebound because they have difficulty getting out to get those creeps.
This is definitely going to be one of those games. But if you are Falcons, you are hoping and praying that this Medusa does not find a Helm of the Undying.
Well, the thing is, they're not killing her. They are isolating her and kiting her, right? So if the... yes,
at this point,
yes.
I don't know if you can isolate and kite her away from the Ancient. Like, Shiro will kill them all. So you do have to kill him if you want to try and get out of this game.
What if they want to stay in this game?
I mean, we might be here for a long time.
We might be here for some time.
60 minutes.
45,000 gold lead. Skeeter is literally about to be at maximum items without starting to replace things.
Yes. He's definitely going to want to hold on to the buyback gold, though, with those cooldowns coming back off in about 20 seconds.
He's not moving his refresher in for the cooldown, though, so it's not actually ticking. Oh, well. I'm nitpicking.
That's true.
He's focused on other things. The more important things. Tidebound is... Okay, this is a bold play here.
I mean, you don't expect it, and if they can catch Amar...
Yeah, they want to get out to their neutrals, Amar.
There we go! Pull into the blast! Crit's going to try and help out, and he will be able to. Great grab over the Axe to send him out of there. They'll drop the roll down onto Crit. Crit will not survive. Falcons.
God, that's a big streak, though, just the way. I'm just saying. That was the godlike streak from Crit to go to Shiro. Big influx of gold for him. He already has 10,000 gold.
He's got so much gold. He's got so many options. I mean, he's thinking about getting the Hurricane Pike, so he has that extra bit of range.
I think he needs this.
But what are you getting rid of? Probably Scardy. It's like how are you sort of juggling your items around?
He needs the Scott. I actually have no idea how but he needs something to be able to hit targets because he's actually just getting kited.
Yeah.
Pop the Manta, swap it in the fights. Got to be very quick, but I don't know.
I guess. But doesn't that kills the Manta illusions, right? If you take it out of your inventory.
I'm just trying to think of what he's trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Divine Regalia.
Oh yeah, what are we getting? What are we getting?
I mean, Malrine is going to detonate targets now at this point with the Regalia.
Yeah, that's a lot of percent damage increase while added up. What we got? Something good?
I mean, Monocle on Crit. You already saw that distance. He was able to
grab someone.
Now he can grab. What's actually the cast range?
Dude, it's going to be huge. He's going to be like grabbing someone from the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
Like you're just going to see a hero disappear.
Yeah. Actually, crazy.
And get sent back to safety.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Ski just got to take the Helm of the Undying, right?
I would imagine he does.
Yeah.
And he gets the attack range.
It's crazy.
So now he actually has an attack range advantage, I believe, over the Medusa because Shiro has gone for Divine Regalia Audacious. He can get sprouted and just get hit and might not even be able to attack back. The attack range from the Nature's Prophet, right?
Yeah, it's going to be further, right?
He's going to have further attack range.
You got a 600 attack range on the Medusa. And 600, 290, so 890.
So honestly, Skeeter is just going to be able to turret on him from a distance. So we'll see if that one pays off. I mean, this is an amazing item. Don't get me wrong. The Divine Regalia and Audacious is incredible, but he'll kill everybody else. I guess that's the thing, right?
And he's going to have to blink. He's opting for the Swift Blink.
Okay, yeah.
You Swift Blink on top of the Nature's Prophet.
Yep.
That's your best bet.
Yep.
And how's he going to juggle this? Again, what's he going to get rid of? Mjolnir out for now.
Okay.
So blink in, switch the Mjolnir in. That's going to be the plan. We'll see if he's ready to switch these around in the midst of the action.
I'll have my thing selected on the Deucer to watch for that if he's swapping them in time, but you can watch the actual important stuff. Boundless, Fallen Sky for Amar. That's also insane cast range that he has. He's also taking that one to do so.
Oh!
Jump him up.
He's in. Straight away, gets the echo in onto the two, and there is a beautiful start there
have the Shaker in the later stages of the game.
They have buybacks.
He has hit level 30 now, also on Mallory.
Falcons pushing forward. Here's the buybacks. Falcons respect it.
54,000 lead continues to grow. These 2 lives could just disappear in an instant. Nothing to say.
The roll nullifier down onto Maori.
Instant cookie.
Shiro moves forward. Indeed. Again, Crip quickly able to pick him up and take him out of there.
Too many saves, too many ways to bail each other out. Brax about to go down. One more hit.
I mean, yeah, these gobble up saves are just going to come out every time.
Yep, he's got it back.
Not a lot you can do about it.
Nope, and he can do it twice. Yep. He can refresher, blink in, grab, refresh, blink out. You know, do some pretty tricky footwork. And he has cookies, right? So he has 2 of them.
Treant's hit will be able to finish it off. It's level 30. They've got that triple HP and damage. So the mega creeps are out.
Brutal.
Oh boy.
All right, how much? Where do you want to spend on now? All right. 1,000 gold on every hero. On the side of Tidebound, I mean, only really the.
නෑ Tidebound කෑවා
I mean, that's the thing.
Extreme Gaming ලකින් ආමි ලකින් කෑවා Tidebound එක. ඒකෙන් මේ Tidebound උයි Falcon උයි දැන් ඉන්නේ. ආමිලා ගියා 4.0 ගැහුවේ මේ Extreme Gamings ලා.
Just get that. He's got enough for Moonshot and buyback, right? No, he hasn't.
No, he doesn't have enough for both.
Buyback is very expensive at this point. It's going to cost him 4,800 gold.
But maybe getting rid of like the
Hello,
Manta perhaps.
තියලා හොඳ ප්ලේස් එකක් දුන්නා.
මම ඔක්කොම දාලා තිබ්බේ මේකේ පේන්න දාලා තිබ්බේ.
He can't even get outside.
දාලා මාත් බල බල
කරගත්තා එන සීන් නෑ කරගත්තා
විනාඩි 64ක මැච්චක් බලන්නේ.
Another saving tool as well.
මෙඩුසට මං කිව්ව සීන් එක එයාව කන්ට්‍රෝල් වෙනවා ෆයිට්ස්
So many ways. Snakey will trigger some of the full hex.
අන්ඩලෝඩුයි මේ කවුද නේ ජස්ට් ඔෆටුයි එක දන තියලා තියෙන
ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ෆැන්ටසි ටීම් එක හැදුවද නෑ තාම මේක හැදුවේ නෑ මේ අද GMR එකක් තියෙනවා අපි හදන්න කියලා යන්නේ දැන් කොහොමද ඒ GMR අපි එක හදනව නේද
Was it wildcard boo?
Yes, it was.
Yes,
yes.
So
හෙටද
we may surpass the 70,000 gold lead in this one. Wait, it's gone. His Falcons there, I don't know if they're in a rush, right? We're chilling back. And now we do have what we were saying earlier. Medusa at the top, 5 Falcons heroes in terms of net worth next.
I think everything's kind of gone as expected.
I guess. And I mean, if we, based off of the way that the early game and all went.
ඉරානේ මැරෙන් තව ෆෝන් දෙයක් ගහුවා
තිරාවට ඌ තමයි බන් දවසටත් මිනිස්සයා
and then very meticulously and carefully
කැට්සිලා කොහමද ඔයාගේ පොයින්ට්ස් නේ ඔයා කීයද ඔයා මං මට බලන්න පුළුවන් නේ
Shiro
කැට්සිලා හිටියා
Maureen.
Oh yeah, was trying to refresh.
34 දහයි තාම මදි
This must be the funnest game.
මේවා දැක්කා රොෂාන් මැනත් තාම තියෙනවා ඉස්සෙල්ලා රොෂ් ගේ
everything else, and he keeps getting amp damages as well.
කාලා මීටර උන්නේ නැහැ
Tidebound, yeah, it just continues to be the same thing. Shiro, it's all eyes on him. I'm clicking around and I'm like, actually, there's nothing really else they can buy from him. Like,
මේක තව සෑහෙල්ලාවට ඉවර වෙන්නේ නැති පාටක්
the other
තියෙනවා
heroes on the team, like usually it's like when this 4 protect 1, it's like they have a solar crest, but you want to try to think of these little things extra. I guess they have the triple 4 staffs plus the solar, but
ඩිවයින් රෙගාලියා එක තමයි ඉතින් ලේට් ගේම් වලට හොඳ නේ ක්‍රවුඩ් එක දාගෙන නෙලන්න 120ක් හම්බ වෙනවනේ වැඩි
I didn't like the Octarine on the AA personally. I wasn't throwing it out, but I'm also thinking like maybe there isn't just any items that they can go for in particular that are going to fix things for him. Not too sure.
මේක එක්ස්ට්‍රා නේ
Alright, Falcons.
I think they picked up the banner too.
I think they have 2 now at least.
ඒක බලමු නෙට් අම්මට රියැක්ට් ඉන්න තැන බං ලැජ්ජායි වේ
let's have a look.
Yeah, they have 2 banners.
How are we looking on the
ඒ නේද අර මේ මයිනස් එකක් ගහගෙන ඔක්රෙන් එකකුත් ඒකේ අයිටම් බලන්න
Just Spark and
die, right?
nothing to say.
Yeah. Actually, AA is 100 short right now, but should have it.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
අම්මට සිරියන රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් එකකුත් තියෙනවා
Okay, smoke by Falcons. Looking for a jump. No one wants to show on a creep wave. No one wants to show near a creep wave even. Maureen, inching forward.
defense of the ancients තමයි කරන්නේ නේ
truly defense of the ancients right now.
Shiro.
Oh. Oh.
Teasing a little bit there with that blink forward.
Yeah, he's the only one who could do anything like that. If anyone else does it, they die immediately. Shiro down to half mana. He's getting spammed a bit.
And this damage is adding up.
Constant fissures, the creeps. Oh, Skeeter.
Get the call. Ice Blast coming across as well. They have the song. Skeeter, of course, also has that Aegis.
No one BKB'd. He gets spit out.
Yeah, able to grab him out of there.
That was Skeeter's aggressive force in, by the way. That wasn't a Bach blink in.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that was Skeeter that jumped in to put the pressure.
Okay.
A little bold, but that is 1A blast down. It's back up in 3 seconds though.
He's going to get back to the fountain just in time.
Next call කරත් අර යන්නේ
අම්බෝ
ක්ලිප් එක දාලා බේරුවා.
Kira pushing forward. Trying to force Falcons back. E-Blades
අද
coming out from
මොනවන්නද අම්බෝ අරුක ඩැමේජ් වෙනුසගේ.
The damage is absurdly high if Shiro's actually able to attack, as you see there. They actually doubled up their E-Blades there. Crit and Amar E-Bladed themselves rather than bailing out Skeeter, so we'll lose the Aegis.
උනේ දිය වුණානේ කට්ටිය ටික.
We'll be able to get his hands on his refresher or Shiro.
Yeah, look at that damage. I mean, this time he absolutely connected.
Marine.
වැඩේ ගහලා යනවත් බං ඒකනේ කේස් එක.
Was one buyback. Planet has his at the ready.
Yeah, getting saved down.
Yeah, very close to having the ones to count a little bit.
So Skeeter's starting to theory craft things, right? He's like, there's no true strike on this Deuce at the moment.
Butterfly's
so
gonna feel good.
Now he can actually perhaps stand tall and fight a bit more.
It's still going to be hard because even those hits that do get through the evasion, they're still going to hurt.
They will.
Very much so.
Absolutely.
මේක ඔය කායි තියනවා දැක්ක? ඒ කූල් ඩවුන් එකද?
But yeah, identifying that the satanic.
බලලා වෙන්නත් නෑ ඒක ඒක ගහනවා බලන්න තමයි මම මේ තප්පර කියයි.
Not when it comes
තප්පර
to
25.
this
That's
point
a
in the game
guy.
where you don't really care about the others. You just care about this Medusa.
They're cannon fodder. You know, they'll die to Malrine. You're dealing with the Dusa. Malrine.
ගස්ටික් කපන අතර අරු පැඩවල ඉන්න ඉන්න.
If you picked up a rapier on the Nature's Prophet. Just to have a chance of outdoing Shiro in terms of DPS.
He's having difficulty just hitting back, though, right? That's one of the issues here. Like just standing toe to toe with him.
Yeah, last hit 1500 ගැව්වා.
අඩෝ අපරාධේ ශිරෝ දාන්න ගිය වෙලාවේ දාලා ලාස්ට් හිට් දාලා තිබ්බනම් මේ වෙලාවේ ගාන යනවා.
5 now also. So big fire blast. I mean that doesn't matter. What is this? Wait a minute. I actually need to look at these numbers.
අඩෝ මම මට හිත හිත බයි ශිරෝ දානවාද කියලා.
I mean, Amar he's slowly progressing with this Fallen Sky and blink out.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, taking down this tier 4.
I mean, it is dying.
You know, it's not here to go. Exercise.
They're going to go straight away from the roll comes out and on towards Marine. They can take Marine out of the fight.
We've seen that how many times now?
War song here. Can they set up onto Shiro? He's got
to
just hold them and do so away. Hit the objective and box in with a call. And now Shiro's ready to blink over and help out. E-Blade. Takes it off and Fisher holds back Shiro. Shiro, can he get the damage in to bring Skeeter down? Skeeter out of play to the range advantage. Shiro can't quite reach him. He's trying to get the hits in. Skeeter, he's going to fall surely. He'll go down, but he has to back a little longer.
Shiro is low mana.
So we can get back to base and refuel. Fisher catches Shiro again. The scatter blast up full sky and Shiro's gone. Immediate buyback.
They take the rapier.
But we'll get the call on a snaking. Drags it back into the range of Shiro and nothing to say. Forced in and try and get snaking out of the action. Ice Blast is going to fall short. Falcons, they can reset.
And they did not use Skitter's buyback just yet. They took the rapier away. Malrine was able to sneak in and take it. So
the
now
magic
he's got
shaker
rapier.
The spell amp from the rapier. Still that spell amp from the Divine Regalia.
And the Yashika, wow, I don't even know what the numbers are on some of these abilities.
I mean, he does have enough money to buy that backup rapier, Shiro. But of course, has to find a way to get that curry out to the secret shop, which is not going to be easy.
Nope, and we're at 86,000 gold lead, so
86,
completely broken.
Dude, we might hit 100k. What is the biggest net worth lead we've had?
There was
There
was 120,000
back in the day.
No, this was in what was this? This was
අපි සුපිරිම මැච් එකක් බලන්න සෙට් උනේ.
The triple rapier game with the ancient apparition. I can't
පැය
remember.
දෙකක් මේකනේ ඇයි වගේ මට
It's going to be up there though.
හැබැයි නෑ දැන් මෙතන මෙයා අලුත් ඒවිසි වැඩක් නෑ ඉවරයි.
But he needs that backup rapier.
But it's a big deal. Shiro bought back. Skeeter's not forced to buy back.
No.
So this next one, honestly,
I mean,
Skeeter can just throw his life.
they had to try and get out and get that rapier before Skeeter's back in the game.
Absolutely.
කොහොමද දැක්ක නෙට්වර්ක් ලීඩ් එක.
ඔව් 83 දැන් 3000ක් වුණා. අන්න
Get out
රේවිය
there,
ගත්ත
get that
රේවිය.
rapier on the coast. The backup rapier it's been picked up,
Hitting
but on
it
the
back.
side, nothing to say is in trouble. Mary's in with the jump. That's going to be the Beastmaster dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. Got it. Manitoba trying to get away from Mark. Jumps into the fallen sky. That's 2 dead without buyback.
නාගමලා.
Uh-oh.
They're going to have the numbers are just going to be there.
ගැට් එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. එන්චන්ට් එක ඔටෝ හීල් වෙන දාව. එන්චන්ට් එක හීල් වෙනවා. පොඩ පොඩ හීල් වෙනවා.
And he could just go all in. He could just suicide.
I mean,
Honestly.
if they
Heal
could
වෙනවා,
just
මිලිවරක්
stop
තියෙනවා.
Shiro in
මිලිවරක්.
position and hit the Ancient, they'll finally find their way out of this one.
Yeah, it is fire shielded though. So every single time they go and hit it, it's actually getting completely absorbed. Malrine,
It's going to get a call to Maureen. The gobble up's there though, as well as the song. Snaking and Crit continue to show off with the defensive potential of saving one another. The route's on towards Buck. BKB has to come out.
hitting the building.
Skeeter looking to try and end things, Shiro. Going to get caught with the full sky. Skeeter's just going to throw this up. They have the fortification. Can Shiro push Skeeter off the base? He's in with the stone gaze. Maureen comes in with the slam, looking down Buck. Right.
The throne.
Trying to fuel up.
The throne.
They have the song. They're able to close it.
ඩ්‍රෝන් එක කැඩුවා මෙඩුසා මරන්න බැරි හින්දා.
Again,
That
of
was
all
the game.
time.
Yep, that was
මිනිස්සු
the
රිව්
game.
කරානේ.
I mean, we did say that it was going to be probably pretty slow, but I think it got maybe a little slower than we even anticipated. But
Yeah.
Falcons, they played their game as they do, right? This is the map control game. This is the map control draft. They got an early advantage, and from the 15 to 20 minute onward, it was is Shiro going to be able to do it or not? And unfortunately, he was not able to.
End of the day, he
Oh,
could. Maybe
Yeah.
next time. Maybe next time. But as for this one, yeah,
No,
Falcons,
it's
they grow that
yeah.
lead. They are finally having a final.
අම්මට සිරි වුණා මේ මැච් එක නේද?
අනිත් මැච් කොහොමද දන්නේ.
මේ අනිත් මැච් බලන්න යන්න එපයි දැන්. ඉවර නෑ. එකක් ඉවර වෙනකොට තව එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. අම්මට බෙඩ් බූමුයි පැරවිෂන් එක තියෙනවා.
තම රීජන් නේ මැච් දෙක.
මැච් දෙකනේ. ඒ මැලරින් ගැහුවනේ පැන පැන
බෙඩ් බූම් එකක් ගහලා නේ.
එකක් ගහලා දා. හොඳයි හොඳයි. මං කොහොමද බෙඩ් බූම් යනවා කියලා තියෙන්නේ. බෑනේ මේක පැරවිෂන් දිනන්න ඕනේ. මොකද මම පැරවිෂන් 4ට එකට පැරවිෂන් යනවා කියලා තියෙනවා. අයියෝ.
Feel nature's wrath.
අම්මට හිතුවා බෙඩ් බූම් කලින් එක ගහලානේ.
හරි හරි සේට් නේ ටී එකක් ගන්නවා.
හරි ටවර් කඩන්න එනවා.
Illusion.
මේවා.
මේකෙන් වාගේ ෆැන්ටසි වැඩි වෙන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා.
වැඩි වෙන්න ඉඩ දෙනවා සෑහෙන්න. ක්‍රීප් පිස්කෝ එකෙන් වැඩි වෙනවා, ටීම් ෆයිට් එකෙන් වැඩි වෙනවා, ටවර් කිල්ස් වලින් වැඩි වෙනවා. 60 උඩින් යන්න පුළුවන්.
ඒකට මොකද මේ ඔය ට්‍රැප් එහෙමත් ගන්නවද දෙන්නේ?
මොකටද?
ට්‍රැප් එහෙමත් කවුන්ට් වෙනවද?
ස්ටන්ට් කියන එකටද?
නෑ නෑ ටීම් ෆයිට් එකට මුගේ ට්‍රැප් දාන ඒවා ඒවත් කවුන්ට්
ඒවත් අවුට් අයින් කරලා අයිතිද ඇතිනේ. අනිවාර්යෙන් අයිති වෙන්න එපායිනේ.
Radiant's bottom tower's completely gone.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
Sabotage, man. I mean, in truth, it's another good game that's going pretty well for him, all things considered.
Do you think that P-Vision should be farther up in the laning phase? Because P-Vision is slightly ahead in net worth.
I think they have the lineup that wants to be up early because they have the better tempo.
ඒකත් තියෙනවා GP කෙනෙක් ආකාණ ගත්තාගත්ත ES කෙනෙක්.
25-minute period harder. So you being up is more impactful for you than BB team being up for how their lineup is today. So I think you prefer to be up a little more here if you're P-Vision. Like 2 or 3K. You'd feel really confident here. Still find this position. You can still make the swing towards mid.
මාත් කොහොමත් මේ අද ලොකුට ස්ට්‍රීම් එකක් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඕක මැච් එක බලන්න විතරයි කරන්නේ. මේක දාගෙන මැච් එක බලන අතල්ලි කියවන්න කොහොමද try කරන්නේ.
Don't have Echo Slam.
But do you need an Echo Slam if you get the right bushwhack?
Slugger is going to clear some of this out.
Yeah, they get most of it. Glimpse back. On
Super nice grab.
Beautiful setup. No one's going to try and come in with the epicenter, but he's actually has no power behind it.
That's Blink for the Shaker with Echo coming up. Big defensive win for BB team. Stalling out these pushes from the Beastmaster are super valuable because then it means you can make a play without losing something on the map. And that is going to be a smoke straight in the top looking for Satanic, the biggest prize on the map right now. Gets his Dragon Lance delivered, but the Wolves are scouting him. He's getting a little greedy for him.
Yeah, he wants those wolf kills, but I don't think he realized what's coming his way. They throw out the Echo Sand into the refraction. Doesn't matter. Just overwhelming response from BB team on Satanic being isolated at top.
And a tip into DM. You know, nice move mid. Oh, he got glimpse to base. He got glimpse to base.
Ah, yes, he did.
Ooh.
A glimpse into pickoff and a glimpse back home.
That's incredibly rough. That's so much time during this period where Beast is a beast on the map, right? Like, this is when you want to use the Dom, exert some pressure, or at least start stacking and farming up into that Overlord. He just had like the last minute of his life wasted here.
Yeah.
And now he's the poorest core in the game.
How did Duelis get there? I am going to assume a glimpse, but why did he?
No, he did not get glimpse. He's maybe trying to kill a ward or something.
Okay, yeah, I could see that actually.
I mean, again, just small victories.
Pulled up by the bushwhack while he was trying to low ground.
Small victories for BB team. Same MO as game one. Just win all these little exchanges, build a lead over time, get our heroes what they want. Skelly Boy slays the amp damage. No rune for you. Heroic deeds worthy of mention. And I mean, Blink's available for no one. You got Epi, you got level 4 Sandstorm Burrow. But where can you use it? He's looking for the Fury on bottom. Bait is not being bitten. Fear's out of there.
Looks like they're gonna gate through. But frankly,
evasion.
The evasion combined with the drop to the other side. Yeah, Sister Shroud as well. Actually, that is so hard for Templar Assassin. You know he's going to keep that Sister Shroud for like 2 or 3 tiers.
That's pretty brutal. It feels like BB team know this push was trying to come through top. The way Pierce positioning, they had a read on Snapfire trying to sneak through there. Wolves were scouting it out. Yeah, there's your vision. So that move is foiled. So we saw a minute of no one bottom looking for the kill with the Sand King on the Fury and didn't get it. Went top. Tried to get the kill there. Couldn't get it because Wolves interrupted him. And now where do you go? You go back bottom?
You feel... I'm telling you, man. You don't want to be sitting on level 1 Epicenter with no ags for this long. Like, you got to get to level 2 Epicenter. You got to start farming your ags. This is just not good.
Yeah, he can't keep trying to force the early action and fall behind this much. You looked for the play. You didn't get it. You got to move on. P-Vision really wants this mid-tier 1. They want mid-tier 1 here into Roshan in the next 5-6 minutes or so. Tormentor on top of that would be even more ideal. This is what you're gearing up towards. And the more BB get to farm before these objectives start falling, the more they're going to be able to contest those objectives and maybe just stop that entire game plan. And that man right there is the key to it. GPK, if you can find him at the start of fights, BB have like no team fight, no AoE control. Probably no chance at winning the head-on clash. Golden Creep's nice this game for the early extra HP versus Sand King though. That could be pretty good. And keep it around for the fight. Another smoking to find Satanic. The Wolves. This is what's talking about the Wolves versus the TA, man.
Yep, they're going to scout him out, farming up the neutrals. The team is desperately trying to teleport in time, but the damage is done. Triple ultimates to get that kill. No one does come in with his epicenter blink dagger. Gets one support, but still, Miro on the second half of this team fight is running down. He's got a burn strike up in 1 second. No chance.
That was so well played from GPK. He did everything right there. He cast his spells, chain stunned him, and then instantly backed up. Bailed out of the situation, let the support damage finish him off, so you don't get caught in the Sand King counterplay.
Right.
They read that perfectly.
And the cherry on top, Miro coming in, giving him that extra boost. He helps get the Sand King kill, then he takes the mid tower.
Yep, that was just perfectly played. Set it up with the Wolves, get the damage in there, don't sacrifice your HP or positioning on the Shaker. And then you even get that turnaround on the Sand King at the end because Save survives due to early Pavis, some fluffy hat buildup. He's got some extra HP, level 1 Epi is nothing to work with. Brawny Sister Shroud. I mean, that's just the dream here, right? Like, and look at how close he is to level 2. If no one connects on either of those kills on the sides of the map versus the Fury, and he's level 12 there, that Epi probably kills the Hoodwink.
Yeah.
But so much of your game is dependent on these small things going well. So now you really just got to farm for Ags and then try and put that level 2 epicenter with Ags to use in this game to get yourself something going in these fights, because right now you're sitting at 0-2. I guess you will get Ags off of 9 class here. It's very close to it. Just rushing it.
Who's he giving it to?
I mean, it's got to go Sand King, right?
Yeah, he switched it up from Ags to BKB.
I guess you can give it to Beast.
Yeah, that's because the Sand King was thinking about building the Ags. I thought that's
but you can refund him too. It's not terrible.
It's true.
He might have stopped, so it might be going to Sand King here if no one stopped. Well, let's see what he does. He's gonna receive it here. This is pretty hype. Oh, who'd he give it to?
No one.
Look at that. Now he's just got an extra point booster. You can turn it into Octarine or something. And just like that, look at no one. He's having a tremendous game here.
Oh, man.
Look at how farmed he is. I have never seen
more farmed Sand King.
A more farmed 0-2 Sand King.
They immediately smoke up with that. Time to put this level 2 epicenter with an Ags upgrade. This is where this hero starts cooking.
I think this is the correct call. You know, no one, he might have not deserved it this game, but he needs it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You got to do what you need.
Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
Now this is going to be annoying. I forgot about the lane shove of Earthshaker with his shard too.
Yep.
Okay, so all 3 cores are able to do this. Go shove back into P-Vision. We'll see how P-Vision...
Pure
jumped to what?
What is he doing?
He doesn't have a BKB. He does have a... I mean, there's no one on the other side with the epicenter. There's no way he's going to live. It's good Static Storm. Good catch on the Sand King. But I think without... Oh, nice Echo!
Get the damage.
Yeah! GPK does just enough. Thanks to the glimpse back. They managed to get that. Now the Bushwhack onto the Beastmaster for another.
You got to find more here. You have so many stuns, but none available.
The Fisher, it connects on the 9 class. He picks up a shield rune.
No, but he gets out.
The way Bushwhack it stops. Oh, GPK's gonna find even more. They got another glimpse.
The rundown continues.
One after the other, after Pure recklessly baits his own life.
Okay, look, I conceptually don't have an issue with Furion baiting if the turnaround's there, but the way he did that was like the rest of the team was not expecting it.
It didn't look that way.
Yeah, they were like, all right, we were casually sniping the big ancient creep. We're chilling. Then Pierce like, I got this, boys.
Leroy J.
That's really what it was. He's like, I'm finishing that dragon. He's not getting out. he got out. It does
not out in a body bag.
It does get you a successful team fight. Negated. I mean, that was the Ags for the Sand King, right? That's supposed to be this big impact.
Yep.
Didn't feel like it. I still think if GPK is alive and he gets a good fight, BB team will probably win it. If you check the Shaker and you can find him or mitigate his impact, that fight will go your way. Now there's a full AC done on this Lycan. That's massive.
Hey, against a minus armor lineup like this. Uh-oh. Back to best deaths for Pure.
Oh yeah, he's toast. Toasty. Big finds for P-Vision. Getting some life in this series.
No one. Okay.
Nice Wolf Scout.
That was pretty sneaky. Wolf scouts it out. He was trying to block the incoming smoke play and said he's the victim.
I mean, look at this. Lycan #1 net worth in this game after an Ags pool.
That is crazy.
Dota plus එකයි battle මේ පාර battle pass කියලා එකක් නැහැ. කොහොමත් මේ පාර මේ දැන් battle pass කියලා එකක් ආවේ නැහැ මේ පාර. battle pass එකක් ගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. Dota plus එක කොහොමත් හැම මාසෙම $4ක් දෙන්න ඕනේ.
Battle pass. The hero that P-Vision want to have to use stuns on because he's just an absorption for the other two damage dealers. He's not supposed to be the big threat in the fight, right? It's supposed to be the other two. So if he can run in and create enough of a threat on his own, that
Cat
you have to spend spells on him,
කොහොමද මේ fantasy point එක? අවුලන්නේ.
More wolf scouting, more information. Just trying to get the BKBs across the board here if you're P-Vision, then maybe you can force some Roshan or something. Nothing positive happens with it.
Yeah, because like, where do you go from the Ags?
Exactly.
You continue to build Ags. It's like
you're not dead weight because you still have spells. You can still tank a bit in the fight, but compared to most other supports, you're not going to be as impactful. The impact has to come from the fact you pull an Ags and you get an advantage out of that in the timing that it's effective.
Here, every subsequent Ags is not nearly the same net worth boost, right? This is supposed to be a Sand King that literally it's not possible for him to have that kind of net worth at that point in time. With the next Ags, it's just like, okay, it's a Beastmaster that's a bit stronger. That's scary, but...
Might even give it to Snap.
Maybe. මේකේ කටෝමි ගහනවා වගේනේ.
Shoot the Sand King in. It's pretty giga.
කටෝමි සෑහෙන මේ වැඩ ටිකක් කරනවා.
You might not even go another Ags.
බොහෝ විට වැඩි වෙයි. මට ඕනේ මේ සැටනික් ගන්න.
Vlad's, Crimson type stuff are all good. And then it would let your Tricore just all scale.
I guess, but it is a very delayed team fight items.
Yeah, he's poor. He's very poor. Oh, looking for the kill mid. They would love a kill here into Roche. That's their... Once again, played the map pretty well, just not giving a lot of openings here. And
smoked.
It's available.
They're going to be scouted by the Wolves. Somebody is. Maybe not the Templar Assassin in the pit. But P-Vision. They're aware what's going on here. Sand King Bro strike backing.
Someone's going to get glimpsed.
And that is going to be Dakalis. Dakalis fissured up, Static Storm, an easy kill. Very little commitment from BBT.
Yeah, that's worrying if you're P-Vision, because you can't run away off the Wolves' glimpse. And the second you glimpse in, there's no turnaround for the Sand King, because no one's committing to the kill. And then Pure's just farming the whole time. Like, that's even worse for you. You're grouping up for the objective, and this guy, he's just clearing through camps. Getting solo XP, clearing Ancients. Your TA, he had to join that. This has been a frustrating series for Satanic. Normally this kid is just slain. Zero charge Desolator.
Yeah, that was a stank face right there. Not a happy place for Satanic in this series as a whole.
No, a very uncomfortable series. Still have a shot to win this game, of course. I mean, they have some farmed heroes.
Yeah, this time around, it's not nearly as dire as it was in game one. The net worth is quite even. They are going to scale up. It just feels like the first part of their plan has not worked out. I do think that at some point, if you go late enough, Your Shaker becomes the poor man's Sand King.
That's very late. I don't even know if that's true. That's very. I mean, I kind of know what you're saying, but.
Save. Ultimately, Sand King outputs more. Like, there's more in the fact that Shaker can chain stun heroes with Refresher and stuff, but
that's
damage.
why he's.
මොකද මං කිය හිටියේ ඔව් මේ නාවි එක මේ අයින් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මම මේ පෙන්නන්න ගිය එක තමයි මේ නෙමසිස් එකයි බූම් ස්පෝට් එකයි නාවි එකයි අයින් වෙලා වයිල්ඩ් කාඩ් 4ට එක මේ 3ට 2 වෙලා නාවි තමයි 4ට එකේ ටීම් එක බූම් තමයි බූමුත් 4ට එකේ ටීම් එක බූම් එකයි නාවි එකයි ඒක මගේ හරියට දන්නේ ඒක පොඩක් බලන්න ඕනි ඒක පොඩක් බලමු බලන්න නෑනේ මේ ඔක්කොම වැරදිනේ මේකටත් යකෝඩ් බ්‍රදර්ස් උත් නෑ යකෝඩ් බ්‍රදර්ස් 3ට 2 මේ 4ට 2 මේ 4ට 1 ඉන්නේ නාවි බෙඩ් බූමුයි නාවි බෙඩ් බූමි දැම්මේ නෑනේ බෙඩ් බූම් මෙහෙනේ දැම්මේ කොම වැරදින සීන් එකක් තියෙන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ එකක් හරියනවා කොහොම හරි මෙතනින් ෆැල්කන් හරි ස්පීඩ් මේ දෙකෙන් එකක් හරියනවනේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්. එතන මේකෙන් එකක් හරියනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන්. මෙතන මේකයි එතන මේ ටික හරියන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද අවුරුවරත් අර ගහලානේ. ඒකින්ද අවුලක් නැති වෙයි.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
AA is another one that they're just going to take, right? So in that sense, it's a little bit of a wasted bans, if you could say that, right? If Typebot anyway is just going to pick AA, so of course Falcons might not be afraid of AA at all, right? This is another aspect of it, but that does leave the TA in the pool for Tidebound to potentially pick up later on in the draft.
Is there anything in particular that Snapfire and Disruptor are just really strong against that Falcons is already protecting beforehand?
There's just the S tier supports, right? More so than AA, which is more like only Tidebounds playing.
Yeah.
I would say so. I think those just have a very solid lane condition as well. I mean, they're being ran by the majority of teams. AA is a little bit more niche, and I would say just Misery just nailed it. I think they don't really respect what the hero provides in the early game, one laning stage or something like that.
Fair enough. Let's see. Tidebound is taking into their bonus time to decide what they want to ban out here, and it will be another support, another
as well.
It will be the Enchantress still, though.
I mean, it is kind of Zoo versus Ancient early on, and if he's the 4 which they like to run, he is susceptible to a creep just getting behind you and setting up a kill perhaps, so...
Yes, this
at least for the laning stage, I can see.
This should be very good for the early game, right? I can imagine, like, if the A doesn't really interact with the creep that you can dominate.
Later on, it's a problem, though. Like, the moment you get hit by that ult, you can't heal, it's too much magic damage. You might go for a pipe, perhaps.
It's a good... Well, it shines in this matchup, right? Of course, later on you can die, you can't really heal and everything, but early game, you kind of destroy both supports right now with a creep.
And they pick the Ember here. Obviously, the counters are hard to pick here.
මම බලපු පක්නා
There's
ඉන්න
one of the other ones are banned out. There's another
ඔව්
range
ඒ වුණාට
support. With a
පක්නත් මේ
58%
ඇත්තටම
win
දැන්
rate over
හොඳ හීරෝ
24
කෙනෙක් නේ.
picks. I think that's quite high.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, that's exceptional.
දැන් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය පක්නාව ගන්නවනේ.
Not really sure why Bane. I mean, it's just Bane has the same toolkit he's had for many years now. Here.
මොකද පක්නාගේ වර්ඩ් එකෙන් හීල් වෙනවා උගේ අල්ට් එකෙන් හීල් කරන්න පුළුවන් වර්ඩ් එකෙන් ඌව හීල් වෙනවා
You better pick your hero.
ඩික්ටිෆයි කරන්න පුළුවන් early tower ගන්නත් පුළුවන් පක්නා ඇත්තටම මේ සෑහෙන හොඳට පික් වෙනවා
Oh, dire team ban.
මේ ලෝඩ එනවා කියලා කිව්වා ඔය උතන මේක උඩම ඉන්නේ එයා එනවා කියලා කිව්වා පොර මේ අනිත් මොකක් හරි එකක් ගහනවා
Oh, dire team ban.
බලමු පොර ටිකින් ඒ
Ooh, Radiant team ban.
In like a stun, right? Sanking stun into Sven's stun, and Sven is just killing him in a couple of hits.
Yeah, now Falcon's also thinking about their last pick, which is likely if they keep running the script of Malrine sanking mid or Malrine melee heroes really sanking Shaker Beast all the way. They will pick an Amar hero on the last pick. It could be, for example, the Underlord again, because if you look at this game, the Pit of Malice seems quite handy here, stopping the Stampede, stopping the Ember from jumping out. Good follow-up on sanking and Sven.
So the Magnus that you mentioned last game as well.
Oh, they go for the Magnus.
There it is, yeah.
This time they go for it. With an Ursa ban, I was thinking of that carry as well because it has, generally speaking, a good matchup against Sanking and Sven, I think. But now the Templars left in the pool that you guys mentioned.
I think if you were to go run the Dusa back again, I think this wouldn't be a bad choice in this game because the stuff we talked about, Falcons does not have it this time around. They don't have this global pressure. They don't have the lane push the same way at all. So I think it's a decent choice for them here.
And you get a really good save that you were talking about earlier as well.
Yeah.
A form of Cartier, right? Like no matter what one of these, TA or Medusa, I feel like are a really good choice for Team Tidebound.
Quick question, because you cannot RP people in the cart. In the cart, you are completely invincible, correct?
Basically, yes.
I'm not sure. In the beginning, it was different. You could get stunned by AoE stuns like Lina stun, for example. But maybe that got changed? I'm not 100% sure.
Ooh, might see it in action right here.
But
learning as we go.
The Medusa still seems really interesting because we could also, if you think about last draft, we can read a little bit that Amar did not want the Magnus against Medusa. He voted for the Underlord over it.
The Morphling.
Morphling.
Hero, Morphling. Like this is a hero he kind of came into the scene with. He has a very mean Morphling, but I don't know if I'm sold on this hero at the moment.
It's a ranged carry, can fit in the cart.
Yeah,
That's nice.
check
that box.
conditions met.
How does he pair up like, if you have in vacuums the carry matchup, Sven versus Morph?
I think it's an okay Morphling game. It's a bit the same. Maybe it's just like, what do you want to play? TA, Medusa, or Morphling, and then he wants to play something else. It could be something like that. You can also steal the Sanking, obviously, making you really strong. I think it's a good lane matchup against Magnus, at least traditionally. He doesn't really care much about him. And high armor against Sven.
Yeah, and you can later buy the shard, so if you get caught off guard by a bow strike or an RP, you can still morph in the stun,
really
I
gotta pick a
suppose.
hero. You got 10
Maybe it also
seconds
comes in hand that you can morph into the Magnus, get that juicy empower on your high base damage.
It'll be
Could be
fine.
something he's thinking about.
And there's also the early laning stage potential for you to just don't care about Enchantress rotating in with creeps. Like, you can always wait for him, which is something that TA and Medusa would find a little bit challenging, perhaps. So for Shiro, this is definitely his call and his full comfort zone.
Okay, does that mean that you are also thinking that Tidebound will push this to a third game?
I think Sven has low win rates at the moment, but I'm a big Sven enjoyer overall.
Okay. How are we thinking, Misery?
I think it's a little bit more even. I think Falcon's draft is something that they played before. It's solid and everything, but it's not as cheesy as last game. I do think that the Ench by snaking can have insane impact this game. He can really bully the supports. If he starts taking down some of the towers, it could be really grim for Tidebound. But if that doesn't happen and AA gets his level 6 in a decent time, then I think we have a game in our hands here.
Yeah, I mean, I would also add to Misery's point, I agree that the Enchantress looks really strong here. Like, I'm not sure how Lizard feels as an Ench expert, but I also always think Ench is super annoying for the Ember. Like, you purchase your Flame Guards, you don't really kill him. On the other hand, I think Type 1 has some really cool mechanics with the Ember AA combo. I think that's a really strong combo that can basically kill anybody in like 5 seconds.
Okay, well, let's see if Tidebound can push this series to a third game, or will Falcons pick it to the playoffs of the International? We're finding out together with Odie Pixel and Fog.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yes, game 2 time ready to go here between Tidebound and Falcons. And yeah, Fog, this time around, it is a big old carry to win the draft. It's not Medusa, this time it's the Morphling. I feel like we've been seeing a few Morphlings come through the last couple of days. I mean, I feel that happens a lot of times at like TIs, where it's like you're just looking at your carry player and you say, hey, what do you want to play? So, Morph, this game, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it definitely has its matchups that it can do pretty decent first. You know, some limited catch in a way. Yeah, there's a lot of stuns, but there's no real silences, so he can't play around that at the least. But I've also been a bit hesitant on these Morphlings. I don't know. It looks like it takes too long. And these games, yes, these games are long. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we just had 70 minutes or something.
But the first 30 minutes are very important in terms of how you can actually like get yourself to build to that point. And some of these morphs never get to actually build to that point. I'm like trying to get to the one with from Enigma earlier today, where he kind of did, but then he still couldn't fight anyway. So let's see if they can build this draft around with that Morphling. And so small things I did want to point out here is that I don't know. I was watching this draft order, and something traditionally in the past to deal with like these Sankings was these pipe / mage slayer buyers, right? So I saw them build, they get Sanking, or they get a centaur, and then they pick the Ember Spirit. So I see probably the mage slayer plus the pipe. But then I see Falcons, their last 2 picks, or last like 3 picks is all physical damage, right? So they're pivoting away from that idea of having to worry about that mitigation. So some cool stuff, cool ideas coming in from both sides.
Oh, let's have a look. It's a very long, hard-fought game 1, but one that would definitely have been much more painful for Tidebound to endure, having to play the majority of that game. Tens of thousands of gold behind that. And Falcons.
I'm surprised Pano was saying, you know, maybe he wants to play Deuce. Who wants to play Deuce again after that? You just played a 75-minute
I think
Deuce
it's more like his teammates don't want to play with a Medusa after game like that. Like, bro, we're not letting you farm for 70 minutes
you know
for that again.
I mean, playing it, he clearly was like, guys, give me the AA again. I didn't have enough, but everybody else is playing a little bit of a different style coming into this one, except for him.
Let's have a look. It goes with the lanes. I mean, I think definitely top. You got to be a bit careful on the morph, right? You know, you can never underestimate that kind of poke that comes out from crit. Mid lane, it's going to be all right, but a lot of harassment there coming out from Malrine.
I wonder how this lane is now. This does feel like it's quite a bit harder for the Ember Spirit in comparison to what it was before.
Yeah, I think it's chiller. Chiller for the Sand King.
But we shall see, because yeah, that build is definitely going to come out from nothing to say. Malrine, I mean, we've seen him do some pretty crazy stuff on this Sand King.
Yeah, Malrine's Sand King has been popping off so far here on the road to TI.
So little thing that Misery pointed out, I mean little thing, but a big thing actually that Misery pointed out at the end there, and I'm glad he did, is the snaking Enchantress. Looking at the game overall, it's a game where he can absolutely be very disruptive in this early game because the two supports do not really enjoy playing versus these Enches early on. So his impact could be pretty high. That's why you don't really see an AA4 in most lineups. I know this team absolutely loves it, but Snake can definitely do some moves and take advantage of this. If he's able to find a good creep, make a rotation to mid or to that, you know, safe lane. And speaking of that safe lane, you know, you said it might not be the easiest one for the Morphling. We're definitely seeing that already versus the Mag and the Hoodwink. He has a fair bit of creeps coming into himself right now, but...
Yeah, he's just got to be careful because there's a decent amount of burst and catch early on.
He does get that shift off. He's keeping himself at a healthy margin, right? 730. He's keeping himself pretty high up there, but is making him miss that extra CS. Amar has 6 denies already.
I feel like it doesn't really get easier for the Morph. It just kind of gets to the point where eventually he's, of course, going to be able to hit the jungle and farm, but the lane is always going to feel pretty strong for this Mag Hoodwink combo.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, this is a really, really strong one. They have the fortunate thing, of course, of why, where they have like a bailout, right? If he needs to, he can skill to sleep and protect with a small little instance of protection, but these lanes definitely do feel quite strong again, as we mentioned. You know, Falcons, for me in that last game, they had a kind of a 3 winning lane position. This time, I wouldn't say they have 3 winning lanes, but they definitely are set up to do very well in 2 of them at the least. Third one, maybe. I mean, the bottom one is a bit more of that volatile one, depending on how snaking does, but...
Bottom. First.
He's actually dead.
First blood.
That is pretty surprising that they're able to do that down here with these two, with this Enchantress behind.
Don't be mad.
Buck, feeling his power on the Centaur. He looks much more comfortable on this hero, I have to be honest.
Yeah, had a bit of a rough game on the Axe, right? He fell behind massively in the mid game, despite having a really good start, right? Was able to maximize grabbing and pulling the creep waves, farming the jungle. He was top net worth coming out of the lanes, but that slipped away from him very quickly on that Axe game.
Yeah, and honestly, Centaur overall I just feels like a way better hero.
Centaur's great, yeah.
You build the auras, which apparently are very good in this current meta right now, and you build cart in the late game, which is S tier, as we've seen, since all these games are going to like 50, 60 minutes.
And you're just that hero that the enemy never really wants to go on.
Yeah.
Because it's just annoying. Maybe you burst him low, but then he's stampeding out. And then you've already dropped pretty much the majority of your spells to try and even just get close to killing a Centaur.
Ooh, nice little move there from Planet. Since they're doing so good bottom already, swings toward the mid, takes away the rune. So nothing to say, gets the fill up, while Malrine does not. Malrine is healthy though, so it's not going to have too much of an adverse effect, but at least being able to deny that rune. So 5 minutes coming up pretty soon. So 0-1 Morph can... Hey, look how low. He's just making sure he pumps himself up so he can get those extra CS. But the CS and the safe lanes are suffering. 13-3, 14-5, the two of them. Definitely going to be off to that slow start.
Yeah, I mean, both these carriers will be able to pick things up in the jungle, but you're still going to see what the Sven accelerate a little bit quicker early on.
I think quite a bit quicker too, right? If he does get even an Empower thrown on him to him casually, I imagine that we do see the Dominator come out for Amar, right? So they're going to be able to stack more freely in terms of both the Hoodwink and the Creep that can be sent over. And oh, look at this. Cheeky move.
Yeah, very difficult for Taipan on the other side to get stacks going if Marine's going to be stealing stuff like this.
Here comes the moves. Planet. Snaking has that Creep now. He has hit level 3.
It's a good setup. They got the Bushwhack as well. And with the Acorn shot and the right clicks, there's going to be Bart going down.
This is when this lane gets hard. It's when the level 2 enchant is online. Still was surprised that they killed Skeeter before that, but rotation from Crit. Looks like he feels like he can just leave the Magnus alone. I mean, he's done this every time he's played with Amar playing the Mag, that he just ends up free roaming. But that also means Tidebound can start to make rotations too. So let's see where Y wants to go with this Bane. Play around this mid-power rune.
Trying to kill Marine's pretty hard. Yeah. But yeah, at least taking away that 6-minute rune from him.
Snaking, also walking in. He's looking for a big creep to get involved into this. Body blocked it, just kidding.
I'll take your tribute.
Hey, Strun. no longer able to really pressure so much there. So I was pointing out the 5 minutes for a specific reason, because we've seen Malrine a bunch of these games. If he gets any type of early advantage, he takes the mid tower with that first catapult, with that sandstorm applying miss rate to towers. The attacks, gotta say that. But this time, not gonna be the case. They are able to claim that rune for the Emperor. And ooh, speaking of the ace rune for the Ember,
he's heading over.
Pulls him out of the sandstorm.
Malrine could be in trouble here. Remnant into the chain, sleight of fist. He's got some one charges, Malrine, getting underneath the tier 2, trying to juke them. And it's actually going to be enough to live here with the speed boost of the phase boost. He'll get away from that.
That was pretty clever, though, by White. Pulling him out of the sandstorm with the sleepwalk. That was a very nice attempt to go for the kill there. 1-for-1 exchange. The stacks are already looking almighty for the side of Falcons.
And what are sort of the chances of Tidebound getting over here with the heroes that they have? It's kind of difficult,
like
right?
Zero, I don't think they can.
Especially with you know, the fact they're not really going to be able to bring Bark over anytime soon, as he's starting to get punished a bit in this lane. Now, Falcons very much turning around one of the lanes that was going Tidebound's way in the early few waves. Two times now they've killed Bark off.
I think it's, if they go there, they have to bring a lot of numbers, because Nothing to Say has gone for the slight chain build as well, and doesn't have any points in the flame guard too. So them stealing them is very difficult, but maybe contesting and fighting there could maybe be an option. Malrine, top of net worth, 3,600 for him. Same thing for Amar. He's already starting to pull and maximize. He even gets the courier taken away there from Shiro. He's been liking his double bracers more again. I think this is the 4th. I'd actually, maybe even more. I've seen a lot of games now from him going 2 bracers.
Oh, nice deny there from Crit.
That was sneaky.
Yeah, I was able to get that before Nothing to Say was able to get the pick off. Nice acorn shot as well from Crit. Returning up on the 2 of them with that bushwhack. And that gets them the kill against Y. Nothing to Say will be able to live, but only just. Crit coming in clutch there to help Malrine around that power in spawn.
Malrine, they're actually going to be able to find that Sentry Ward too, so be able to get that jungling beginning and get that acceleration of Farmo. Snaking is being pesky. He can just go over and steal creeps, block camps as he's starting to do, and look to put emphasis on that mid lane, even as a creep here.
I mean, that
mid, crit.
We'll go down.
We'll die. I would say the one good thing for the side of Tidebound at the moment is that the Sven is shut down. He's slowed down quite a bit. But he has a lot of recovery points in this game. Gonna be able to go back to those Ancients, always farms at that crazy fast pace, and those stacks, of course, Falcons is gonna play to having quite a bit of them.
Dire's middle tower
I actually don't think they found that sentry, that sneaky sentry. Just blocking the camp. Yeah, 2 of them.
Denied.
Snay will have to do his work to get those taken care of.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Crit's going to return to the mid. Try and see if we can find that last bit of XP. Whilst Malrine's looking elsewhere. Malrine's going to get back out of the map and head top. So maybe see if they can try and catch out Shiro by surprise.
They definitely can if they can stun him from the tree line.
There we go. Opening up with the bow strike. RP follow-up. The burst is there. Very nicely done from the 2 of them.
Malrine on fire again in this early game. Blink Dagger is done faster than the blink on his Earthshaker, I think.
Yeah, this is quick. And just being able to make that move against the carry morph before you even have to blink on you, it's going to feel very good there for Falcons.
And this is what we were mentioning. Look at this tower. For some reason, this Sanking's taking 0 damage. Applies that miss rate and this is what happens a lot of times with morphing lineups, right? The early game, the first like 15, 20 minutes is definitely where they're on the back foot. Well, let's see if they can put things together with the Centaur and the Ember.
On mid. Crit. Essentially in trouble again. He's able to bounce away with the sharpshooter. Nothing to Say, trying to chase on. Final Remnant will do it. They will get Crit out of the mid lane.
Radiant's
good kill.
tower is under attack.
Can they get any emphasis on the tower? Oh, Malrine will find a free kill.
Sanking. Malrine Sanking in particular. I felt like, you know, we've seen this story already 2 times. I believe we had the stat. He's managed to get it through 2 drafts, and he's had 2 fantastic games. Both the times on it. Here we have him getting it again today. So far, 3-0-1.
He's cruising.
Crushing the timings here in this early game.
And
They better have a good plan to deal with him.
Yeah, and I think the plan is, right, that the Ember Mage Slayer, the pipe on the Centaur eventually at some points, but there's ways to build around that as well, too, with the Aghanims build that we do see, of course.
And he's just
picked up
taking so
every single
much.
time, and yeah, he's taking everything. And I have to point out, too, the other thing is, what's the first 2 picks that they did in this game for Falcons as well, too? They picked the Sanking, and they picked the Hoodwink to amplify it. The Boomerang is going to come out ASAP, and if Malrine is having a hot start, that Boomerang is going to be quite terrifying.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams in this competition would just not let Malrine get his hands on the Sand King, let alone, as you say, him getting his hands on the Sand King on top of Crit, getting that Hoodwink.
Yeah, it buffs it
very
up so
potent
much.
combo in the 2 of these players' hands.
Yeah,
4K lead.
25% spell amp, so they'll have that pretty early on. Looks like he's queuing up the... Actually, he'll probably just rush it anyway, but... Illusion rune top, Malrine. That's a really nice rune for him to disengage. The only way he really dies at the moment is if he gets Slight Chains plus an AA Blast. He has the Illusion to Dispel. Tidebound is just, they're all about farming though here. So Bach is going for Vanguard after the Blade Mail. Playmaking is going to be extremely limited.
They're going to go for Shiro under the tier 2. Nightmare will come in to just sort of break up the play.
Beautiful Nightmare.
And why? Sat in position, ready and waiting for that move.
And they're smoking off that. So let's see if they can get a catch. They've got the AA Blast at the ready with the chains.
Might just find Amar. Amar. He'll be pretty dead here. Chains into the Ice Blast, will attempt to skewer away. He'll use the RP to hold back the Ember. That might just save him. It's going to be close. This Remnant all coming up. The Ice Blast wore off, so Amar will survive.
Split second. The last tick wears off as he gets, and that's, I mean, little items, I have to point them out, but...
Marine and Skeeter, they're going for Bach. I've got the Bushwhacker Blood locking down inside of the Sandstorm.
Wow.
Dead again.
Craziness. Yeah, little things, right? Double Bracer on Amar, stick all these little stat items. It's literally what saves him there. 5K lead. The moves are starting to connect. And Skeeter, long in the days since he was having a struggle time. Morphling as well, too, but he'll be able to get that increased fire paces. They're starting to get a lot of map control again. All 3 tier 1s have dropped on.
And who's going to lead the plays on Tidebound? I'm kind of concerned that the game might fall into a similar trajectory as game 1, where it's just kind of like Shiro trying to farm and asking the teammates to not feed away too much.
But they also don't have anybody that's going to be going for too many of these plays, because Bach is going for the double auras, and the Ember, it's pretty much just going to be the Ember. But I like that move. I feel like they... Now, yeah, they lost a ton of control losing their first 3 towers.
Paravision අනිත් මැච් එක ගැහුවද?
Also from the side.
එහෙනම් හොඳයි. Paravision එක දින්නොත් හොඳයි ඇත්තටම. මේකෙන් දිනන්න ඕනි Falcon. මේකෙන් Falcon දිනලා අරකින් Paravision දින්නොත්
halfway to
ඒ දෙක
Ags
හරි.
on Malrine. It feels like it's going to be a very passive style from Tidebound. And I don't know how much that's going to benefit for them. It has to only be the Ember right now. Like, pretty much.
But then it's like the damage is unlikely to be there. It's relatively beefy cores on Falcons lineup.
Exactly.
Not an easy one here again for Tidebound.
Not at all.
Falcons definitely having the superior control on this game.
And Snaking, he can do this. He can just walk at them. He's done this so many times in these games as this annoying Enchantress. What are they going to do, blow an AA blast on the Inch?
Nothing to say. He's going to get caught. What's he doing, messing around with the Watcher? He's dead.
Uh-oh. I think they're feeling this pressure, I got to be honest.
It's been a bit of a rough one.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like, if Snay just runs in like this, right? Like the only way you kill him is if you're blowing AA blast on him. And if you blow AA blast on him, you're not killing any of the cores. So it's information they keep gathering. They have this deep vision as well up top that they might even look to fight around. Shiro. Hold your breath.
Be careful. He's going to be careful. He's going to be careful.
He's got Bane behind him. It's max
That's
sleep
true.
as well.
Why can't break apart the sort of attempt to jump him?
Mm-hmm. Wants to kill Bach.
Their structures. Radiant's middle tower is under.
Farewell.
Gotta be careful with the blade, man.
Be careful.
They've got their pushback in and a sharpshooter. Stampede comes out. I tell you what, he's actually gonna live.
They chained their stuns pretty poorly. Designed to be able to survive because of it. And they have to back away. Skeeter has to be a little bit careful, but they're actually not going to find him. Never mind. Malrine up top. Smoke as he passes through. I don't think it was seen. Actually, it was. Just kidding. There's a board on both of the Watchers. Why?
It's gonna be able to. Well, let's see what we get going next here. Aghanims coming out right now from Malrine.
All right. It's a big one. Makes it that hybrid damage so that the pipe isn't going to be as effective, of course. Let's see what they get, though. Amar still hasn't chosen what he wants to spend. He has 3,000 gold. He's saying he wants the Manta, but maybe switching it up for something else at some point. Maybe a BKB. He does feel like he needs it. Or an Aghanims, honestly. Would still be the point of the game that he can't go for it. Falcons in position for this fight. The Tormentor.
High-bound. They're gonna try and do it.
Oh, this is dangerous.
I do see Malrine. So
A Blast was wasted.
Taipan can get back to finishing off the Tormentor, though. They'll get the Tormentor. Oh,
Can they get it?
Mark at the RP just onto Bart. They'll quickly take out Y here with a Shockwave.
Little awkward.
So Taipan, they got the shot. Can they get out though? Marin's in with the Burrow Strike. The Bushwhack to follow. They've got the catch locked down on nothing safe. Not enough. Get the SS ring off. He'll live and Marin will fall. Shiro moves in to get the kill.
Skeeter, he's shown up on the south side. Looking to join.
They've got to respect the fact that the Sven's in the neighborhood. Jump forward from Amar. Good shot and Bushwhack bouncing over the planet. Now the jump forward there from Skeeter. Will get held back for now by the searing chains and nothing to say. She's returning into the Sand King, trying to get away from the skewers there. Catches the two of them. Amar finishes off both planets. Shiro and Bar gets the triple. The stun comes out into the Bushwhack. Skeeter steps up a one swipe here with the God Strength to finish. Nothing to say off. The fight ends disastrously for Taipan.
Was honestly a disrespectful moment there from Shiro. Walking in melee range to the Sven to Sandstorm? That was...
I mean,
they set themselves...
Just kind of get the blind on him.
I think he was trying to do that, but it's so risky, right? You put yourself into such a dangerous position.
Because at this point, it's like, all right, maybe Taipan could kind of get something going here. Nothing to say survives that effort from Falcons. And...
But they continued to try to fight in this area. And then watch Shiro, right? I think you're right? He tried to do the Sandstorm and tried to employ it, but he walked in at Caustic.
And Sandstorm was still cooldown.
So maybe it was I guess the cooldown caught him off guard. That's what it was. Yeah, I didn't get to see that.
Yeah, he switched back in and it was still like 1 second cooldown, so a little unfortunate.
Well, that's a very decisive moment there for Falcons.
Yeah, smiles here from Malrine. He's feeling good about this one. I mean, I think you're going to be feeling good since the draft because I think we might see teams just don't let Malrine get his Sand King.
Or
it's ridiculously good.
Honestly, either one of those. Fuck.
He'll be fine. Having to use the Stampede to save himself.
Nothing to say. Amar. Can't quite reach. Amar did go for the BKB. He went for the safer route after that fight top. Maybe going for the Manta afterwards, but 11,000 gold lead now for the side of Falcons. Yeah, Skeeter. Full BKB. He's massive. Level 18 now at this point versus Shiro is level 14.
It's going to be a tough one for Shiro to carry.
Yet again.
Tougher than the last game was.
Of
course, and that one wasn't quite able to do it on the Medusa. It's going to be even harder here for him on the Morphling.
This one he doesn't even have amplifies, right? He doesn't have Bloodlust like he did the last time. No Solar Crest either. While on the other side, the Sven has Empower. So he's living the dream. And he has, what, 4 different stunning heroes to amplify as well with Vanquisher.
Another kill for Falcons. As Wise caught in the river. Yeah. Amplified damage rune at the ready as well for them here. Marine will be able to bottle that up and have that ready for the next play. Tidebound, they've pretty much got to stay hidden.
They're starting to completely just take over. Similar to that, similar to that last time, like you said, but just worse, right? For Shiro, because he does not have that. Last time he was the top farmer in the game by a good margin. This one he's behind, and his cores are behind, and his supports are behind.
And Maureen, it doesn't matter sort of how far away you are. He will find you.
The man knows.
Finds them every time, Maureen. Can't get anywhere close to the Sand King.
Why? He's trying to set a trap. This is a hard kill, though. It's a BKB on this Magnus. And nope. He can wake himself up.
Yeah, I think Wise just got to run.
No, he doesn't even wake himself up. He just sends the Centaur after him.
Yeah, just wants to make sure there's no chance of Y going for like a Fiend's Grip follow-up.
Mm-hmm. That's true. TP's on cooldown.
Maureen's coming as well for Y.
Goodbye.
Y's looking pretty dead. Oh, well, Burst Strike does miss. Oh, is he? Is he? Did they know he's there? Yeah, they know where he is. Another one there for Falcons.
Just kill after kill after kill. Bach, Crimson Guard is finished. He's just not even queuing up Blink Dagger. He wants nothing to do with the Blink this game. Could potentially get caught down here too if he does show. Yeah, as tanky as they can be, there's a Sven. They're just not that tanky. But the Sven can go through pretty much anything.
Oh, absolutely. So. Especially when he has the stadeless. It's like any of these targets he jumps and like 4 or 5 hits, even the beefiest ones die. So much damage from Skeeter.
And then, yeah, he has what? Tanking stun?
So many stuns.
He has Hoodwink stun, Magnus ARP. Yeah, he's got always something to set up for that bonus damage. And the question is, for Tidebound is... I mean, the game plan is just kind of ruined in a way, right? You're now falling back to... It's just up to Shiro. Which is quite painful.
And just not an easy game for him to carry as a morph. I mean,
it's just when Falcons gets this type of advantage with the heroes that they're so comfortable on, it's rare to see them really slip up with it anymore.
No, they're very good at turning big leads into a big win. Takes their time, they take their time,
but
they get the job done.
Yep. They usually don't hemorrhage that many kills, right? Like it's 17-6. Last game was 14-4. And then at some point it was, what, 18-10 or something? I don't remember it. After that, it was like 40-14 or something later on.
I don't know. It's getting pretty rough to watch, this one.
It's just everywhere. Anybody shows and they're
kills.
dead. And there's no playmaking, as we said. There's just, honestly, there's just so limited playmaking from the early on with how things went down that... The Ember doesn't want to make the moves.
Don't mind if I do. So Skeeter.
Yep, Fatal is done.
Can take their wisdom away as well. Marin shoving in the bottom lane.
BKB about to be finished. Ooh. Trying to think what they can hang on and hope for. You know what I'm actually looking at? It's like Shiro has to start turning into Magnus, wait for him through, skewer them into the base. It's starting to feel like
maybe
they're out of hope unless it's some high ground throw. Falcons discipline. Roshan is up. You can look for that perhaps pretty soon. Maybe, I mean, I want to always say, like, maybe this is the timing, right? The butterfly timing. Maybe this is when they try, because they're going to try to feel that strong.
He can still die.
He could just get cleaved to death as well.
Now maybe with the butterfly and the BKB.
Yeah, maybe.
The butterfly alone stun into the magic damage, he'll die.
Insane.
It's the Stampede. The Remnant's coming in as well. Tidebound are going to try and chase for some there. Look at the Maureen. That's the hoof stop. Wait for him forward. Maureen getting caught low. They'll burst him.
It's a good kill. Very good kill. That's as his BKB was literally, I believe, about to be finished. So
that's definitely something there for Tidebound. Yep. Finally getting a big kill.
Can they turn it into something else? Like, no, probably not. No Roshan on the bottom side. So turn up. Was 5 hero rotation to get the kill, but at least they do slow down Maureen.
To blink now on Y, so a bit better of a chance to ensure that he is there to save someone.
Careful, Bach.
Going pretty far on this bottom lane. Blade Mail's there in time. So Skeeter's got to be a bit careful, but now he's ready to commit with the BKB. Oh, he comes out to look down Bach, but nothing to say, was able to dodge it. Gets over towards Crit, takes out the hook wing, and now Skeeter kind of getting kited here, and now with the grip up, they've got the control.
Okay,
Tidebound. Another big kill here as they start to slowly strike back in this game.
Very fancy footwork, and the butterfly, okay, that is a timing that's definitely going to work this time. But also, I mean, nothing to say. That was so fancy. That little remnant that he did, the RP looked like he was going to catch him, but he plays onto the out of it, and Buck, the bait works. Yeah, they tip him.
We'll see this again. See Bart, yeah, and as you said, more than ready. Instant blade mail, which causes Skeeter to just have that bit of a slowdown on how quickly he can commit onto him. Has to put the BKB early in the fight to make sure he can kill him without doing too much damage to himself. And then at this point, the Falcons, as a team, were not ready to try and help Skeeter out any further. And Shiro gets in prime position with Wise control to take down that key target.
Little things matter. The hesitation to use the BKB immediately perhaps maybe gets him killed there because he drops half HP. 30 seconds. Roche is going to shift down toward that bottom side, which is a much better side for the side of Tidebound. And yeah, big levels, right? Shiro now up to level 19, getting closer and closer to closing that gap.
Why will end up dying on his own.
They're starting the Roche. The Falcons are
surely
in the area.
Falcons will do something about this. I don't think they're going to sit back and let Tidebound have this one.
They have easy ways to get vision in the pit too with Crit.
I'm going to start poking. This is risky for Tidebound.
Yeah, this is way too risky.
Especially when you know the Epicenter's up, God Strength's back off cooldown.
RP soon up as well.
Yeah, you can't force this as Tidebound.
And Snaking does have a fresh pipe, so that is going to block a fair bit of that damage that comes out from the Ember.
Skeeter's leading in. Got eyes on Planet.
2-shot.
Couple of hits and he's gone.
Are they going to chase for kills or go for the Roche?
If Marin can get the blink, he's got it in a couple of seconds, but it would be under the tier 2, so maybe a bit too deep.
Looks like they're going.
Never mind, it's not too deep for Marin. He's going for it. Forces out the Stampede. Did have to commit a BKB for that, though, Marin.
I think they'll go Roche now, right? I'd imagine so. Maybe they were trying to force one extra ability before they do back up for it, but God's Strength's soon going to be ending.
Yeah,
they're smoked up. I mean, Tidebound is coming over, so maybe they can't Roche.
Yeah, because they're going to have the AA back up in 15 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm sure they don't have Stampede, but as you mentioned, a couple of crucial cooldowns occurring at the moment for Falcons, so a little bit of a window maybe for Tidebound.
Yeah, no God Strength for this fight.
They're going to catch Amar on the side. He's still got BKB and RP online for himself.
Marin
got the epics in. There we go. Get the caps. RP to 4 on the 2, but they're pretty tanky. Nothing to say, Buck. They're perfectly fine, and they're ready to turn. They'll look over towards Maureen. Maureen trying to scramble out of this one, but the grip's there. Why? He's got the control. Maureen's dead. Tidebound finding a very, very nice moment to try and force that fight, and Falcons, they end up falling for it.
And now Box build is actually starting to really work. He's like, I'm not going Blink. They're jumping me. And he's showing his tankiness.
He doesn't die now.
Yep.
He's absolutely got to that stage, especially with the Blade Mail on top of this Crimson Pipe and Blade Mail. And this is going to be the road champ for them. Tidebound showing much more signs of a chance in this game as opposed to what we have from them in game 1 when they were behind.
Even at a 14+K deficit, too. This one's actually a higher gold lead at the early point here for Falcons, but Tidebound showing their strengths here.
Slowing down that lead and starting to have it draw back towards themselves. See how much they can get done now with this Aegis. Oh, he finds him!
He's got a skewer, and he's got BKB.
All right, backup's on the way. Amar.
Blink in 3, 2.
I mean, he's hard to chase. He should be a bit too slippery. Yeah, they won't want to spend any more time chasing. So Amar gets out.
And they get the Tormentor in the meantime. So Maureen will actually get that shard. Very strong on that in that Sand King. How's the timing for Shiro? Does he getting closer and closer to the BKB? It does still feel like he really needs it for the whole 5v5 fights. But having this Aegis coverage should be able to let him farm it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? He's not going to die in these next few minutes.
Which is really important. And I think Y probably just sits around and follows him for the rest of this time.
Yeah, as long as he's ready to blink in, throw in a Nightmare. High chance that should be enough to give Shiro the chance to at least survive and run.
Yeah. He did get, what, Tumbler's Toy, and he's got an Aether Lens, and he got the greedy Tumbler's Toy, too. So he should get a fair bit of farm, actually, on this Bane. So keep eyes on Innocence to see if he's going to be able to farm an Aghanimus at this point, or at some point in this game, too. Now that they've gotten things to slow down a little bit here.
Still, of course, quite the deficit they're playing against Tidebound, and with any sort of passive moments, the
lead grows.
It really does. Falcons are able to get that much more out of the map still.
They're also having to hug each other quite a bit here. You see literally 4 heroes following Shiro. Even the Ember Spirit had a Remnant behind. Swing at the Ember. Full Shiva is now finished up. I'm going to say his progression has gotten pretty good. Aghanims plus that Shiva, plus he has that Mage Slayer to apply the damage reduction, as we saw being massive in the fight down bottom.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, bit of a pivot, as we see. Amar going for a Hex.
I mean, I like it. Very good against both the Ember and the Morph, right?
Yeah, both the main cores.
Gives you that quick catch and chance to trip them up.
Because I think twice now, or two times or so, there's been a little bit of a slight dodge in terms of the RP connecting. Snaking.
Slowly but surely find him, and they will have to use the grip to go for this.
Yeah, it might take a little time, but they'll have him. His pace is this slow, and it's snaking. He's very pesky, it's worth that. Protect their shrine. What did he buy actually on Y? Did he go for the blink? He went for staff, okay. Either way, that's similar when he has Tumbler Sway. He can tumble over plus force and get into position to be able to bail his teammates out of bad scenarios with Nightmare or get that long Fiend's Grip that we saw from earlier.
Shiro, ready to aggressively use this last minute and a half of the Aegis.
This is cool. Very aggressive.
That's pretty crazy there, you know, we can see giving the game a 50-50 pretty much, despite the fact that Falcons have this 16k lead. So Dota Plus definitely believing in the potential of Shiro's morph.
Butterfly Morphling versus that Sven with lack of some True Strike. Not anymore. MKB's finished up. And damage also in the bottle. I'm gonna say it can be really painful actually with his remnants that he can use. As long as he's got enough of them. Skeeter's about to hit 25. So he could have that extra God Strength damage as well. If he's able to actually attack, it's going to be very explosive, but they do have some kiting factors. With 50 seconds, that's probably the timing that Falcons is going to wait for.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower.
I see 100% win rate on Sven.
And there we go. Skeeter, there's no player issue with Skeeter. He knows how to use this hero.
Crit for Shiro. Level 21 as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, and I should have pointed this out also, but the Sven does have the serrated shift too, so does have that
crazy damage when you get in with that God Strength.
Yep. Aghanim's the next one on the horizon. I was waiting when he was going to queue this one up. Bach, he did end up going for the Blink Dagger now at some point too, to be able to follow up. But yeah, that Aghanim's, that's going to probably be the biggest item for them in terms of being able to protect Shiro when he doesn't have BKB available.
Yeah, just making sure that kind of ultimately that the Sven can't get the right clicks on him.
All right, Aegis reclaimed. And a full E-Blade for crit as well. It's a fair bit of... He actually also did get the Whispers of the Dread with Mystical, so he got the Dream for the cast strings and spell amp on himself. Something you can't write off. The burst from this hero with E-Blade and Boomerang, I actually don't have the exact numbers on it, but it is absurd. Look at like 1485 plus the amp from the E-Blade plus the... So, can be potential for killing supports pretty easily.
No, definitely got to watch out if they ever want to try and go on Bark, though. He does get the Pyrrhic Cloak.
He could just kill him instantly.
So, yeah, whoever he puts that on, if Bark's getting hit.
That's a good call. How many... Do they have Dispels? The supports don't have Dispels. So if he actually just sees one of them and he clicks Pyrrhic Cloak on them...
The enchant will remove it, right?
What do you mean?
Oh, no, sorry. Is it
dispel
on your allies, right? So, yeah, you can't dispel.
You need, like,
you can't, they have no allied dispels.
Yeah, when you're support, you need, like, a Yules or something to be able to ensure that Pyrrhic Cloak doesn't just kill you if he clicks it on you, but...
So pretty much just don't hit the Centaur.
Yeah.
Unless you're kind of happy with one of your teammates dying to the Pyrrhic Cloak.
Yes. All right, there's the Ags. Taibat might be the ones to look for the fight themselves with this, even at this deficit. Might not be the easiest fight, but...
No.
Let's see where they look to go. Refresher, Malrine.
And Refresher for Amar.
Oh, wow. Okay, their team fight just got pretty terrifying. Did he get the Dazoon on the man? He did not get the Dazoon on the Sand King, but he got the Dazoon on the Magnus.
Yeah, having the Refresher and the Hex, like Amar's massive. Double Hex, double RP, lots of big plays that Amar can look for.
Yeah, I guess he just got rid of the Dominator, right? I was like, how did he get so much gold so fast? That makes sense. He sold the item, so. Because he had just finished up the Hex, and Falcons, they're going to look for a timing.
Yeah, this next fight's going to be scary. There's two newly picked up Refresher Orbs on Falcons.
2 Refreshers, MKB Skater, and level 25. And the E-Blade on crit. While on the side of Tidebound, they picked up the crit on the Morphling.
This is going to be a real challenge for Tidebound this fight. Shiro has to play this perfectly and clean up.
And Bach has to save him. Bach has to be there with that workhorse.
Yeah, Bach or what? They have to make sure that this morph gets to freely play the fight.
They play. Next was placed in the mid lane, so they know that they're making a move. Snaking.
Somebody found at the front of it. They're going to try and burst a Creep Wave Chronicles. He's in with the RP, catching the two of them. Skin is ready to cut over the full damage. The Workhorse pick him up. He picks him up just in time. Shiro will live for now, but but he's already so low. He's down here in the sandstorm. They'll be able to hold back Skeeter with the searing chains. Shiro turns into Sven. He's ready to turn around and cut Skeeter down.
They actually get the disengage.
That was a little close. That pickup from the workhorse coming just in time from Bark and Shiro. He was literally one hit away from dying.
He almost didn't get it in time.
Yeah, he did a sort of panic as he was driving around. Anyway, the fight continues. Amar gets another skewer back on towards Bark. Bark's still very tanky. Impetus is coming in though. Bark.
Next Epi.
Last hit won't kill him off, but the Burrows tries to close the gap into the Epi. Will. As Bark gone, Planet also to be left behind here by Tidebound. Another skewer from Amar seals the deal. Jump forward for nothing to say. Sees the chance to get back in, kill off crit. But Amar, he's not done. A second RP, he's at the ready. Locks down the Ember. Burrows trying to follow, but the sleeps there. Comes in from Y. They're forced to the side. They're trying to get around the skewer again from Amar. Clips onto the two of them. Amar put the BKB, but Shiro's ready to get back in on the action. Cleans up the Magnus. Ice Blast connects in on towards the two of them.
They wanted to go for Malrine, but might have to try for Snay, or might even just get neither off of that. Ooh. That was buybacks coming out from Tidebound, though.
Just the Planet, right?
No,
oh,
nothing
no,
to say. Ball back in
earlier.
the fight. Yeah. I didn't get a fight recap either. There we go. Yeah, so, I mean, look at all the spells there used from Nothing to Say. It was absolutely crucial that he did use that buyback to get that extra chase out. But yeah, they killed Skeeter at this pretty early on.
They did. Yeah, brilliant. That workhorse. Yeah, Bark saving Shiro, allowing him to live and then turn around and kill the Sven. And coming in here just in time.
Shiro. Pushing the limits here. A little dangerous. The Sven was coming back up pretty soon. They might chase out here. Shiro has to be careful. He's going to back up and be safe. Okay. Whew. Heavy buybacks, right? It was a big fight there from Falcons, displaying multiple different item pickups, but Tidebound do hang on. It does cost them. It's very expensive, though, having to use these two. But Shiro has now been able to claim himself top net worth in the game, getting closer and closer to 25. And might even be able to get the Roche. Still 18 seconds, no Magnus.
Yeah, that's big.
The Roar is going to come out.
The Falcons, they could look to try and threaten this. So they've got the God Strength back on Skeeter. Shiro's scared of that, and he's got backup. If they make the jump on Shiro, Y will be able to bail him out.
Scan is there.
Snaking, poking for some sort of reaction. Amar back in the game, but see if he can get over quick enough. Roshan's falling pretty fast, snaking into the pit. Shiro just ignoring him, trying to finish off the Roshan. Icons coming in, Marin, get the jump to the side, close the gap in on two of the BKB's out just in time on Shiro before the Stormhammer connects. Bark picks him up, he's ready to take him out of there. Skeeter's BKB's about to come to an end. They've got to try and get him out because Bark's ready to bring Shiro back into the action. Falcons have to step back.
Shiro has no BKB for this fight.
Same to be said here for Skeeter. Amar still with his, and very soon to have the two RPs ready to go again. 10 seconds.
This Roche is super low.
And Maureen ready to press Refresher and come in with another Epicenter if necessary. So indeed, just sort of Skeeter that's not going to have the full potential in this next play. And Tidebound, they know it. They want to try and go. For themselves, the key crucial timing being that 60 seconds still on the BKB for Shiro.
50 seconds, no God Strength. He's still going to hit hard on the Sven, though, because he's got this in power, but Roshan roars.
But does, of course, have Workhorse backup. So again, the saves are there for Shiro.
They are there. Watching Nothing to Say on the sideline, too. He can stop any of these Blink Daggers.
Tidebound, they should be able to get the space to finish this Roche. Bark holding back Amar. Shiro can finish the Roshan, get that Aegis secure. Bark put the Workhorse out. Skeeter able to run in. In fact, they can control it. Skeeter's trying to turn up, and his BKB is still on cooldown for 25 seconds. Skeeter's dead.
He walked in. He just literally walked in. I guess he expected that his team was going to go for Bach, but the team complete discoordination. Tidebound.
Yeah, continuing. I mean, pretty much for this entire, last 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, they've been like 16, 17K behind, but the fights haven't looked like that.
No.
Tidebound outplaying Falcons in a multitude of scenarios.
And Skeeter spent his gold. He bought the Swift-Link looking to join back in for this fight and then just dies immediately. Can they get this push going again?
Things, you know, last game weren't really falling into place around Shiro's Medusa, but this game around Shiro's Morph, they very much are. The saves have been fantastic, and Shiro, knowing that he's got this sort of backup behind him, has been able to just have such a high level of threat in these team fights.
Ice Blast coming through to scout the high ground.
With the jump. Hex, with the drag back over the scuba Bark, ready to head over and take him out with a Workhorse. This is going to continue to happen.
There's no glyph.
How do you stop this duo? It's such a low cooldown as well. 24 seconds on the Workhorse. It's always going to be there to help Shiro out. And you know, it's coming from a hero. You know, sometimes these sort of saves, right, they come from some sort of squishy support. This game is coming from a Centaur with 4,300 HP. You can't go on. You can't stop him. He will be there to take the Morphling out of danger.
I think we'll be seeing this more and more as the tournament proceeds. Just having this insane save for these super carries is just incredible. Shiro about to have Satanic now too, so even better options for him to be able to stand his ground versus this Sven. Yeah, so far I think the last 2 or 3 fights, actually maybe even more than that, we've seen Skeeter not really be able to do what he wants to do.
Oh, what's going on here? But yeah, there we go. Satanic's built. That was just taking the mask out of the Vlads.
Yeah, and Planet overall again on this AA, he's actually been able to land some really nice, like not even just connecting with the blast, but just like a passover of the blast, just to be able to prevent anything from them. So a very impressive comeback this time around so far.
Because what is going to be the play from Falcons? What are you doing against this? Because it's been very clear the last few times how these fights have been an issue due to the fact that they can't go on the morph and they can't really find a way to go on the heroes that's saving the morph. Like, what the Falcons have to do to get the fights going back in their favor?
Somehow have to just have Skeeter have a better time overall. I think he's the one that's having the more difficult time, if anything. Maybe just try to catch... I don't know, maybe you have to deal with Bach, but how do you kill the Centaur?
I mean, that's the thing, right? The save coming out from your 4,500 HP offlaner, that's a problem. How do you stop that?
I mean, maybe he does become a higher priority kill, though, because if you prevent the workhorse, you absolutely can just go for the kill.
But how do you prevent it? It's like...
Yeah, but...
He's so tanky.
And now at this point, too, they have this Aegis coverage, Satanic Shiro. They're getting this wraparound.
Oh, why?
Mark, he can't get out. Heads up stuff. The gold lead is all just, totally gone. There is no more lead in, pretty much. Crit. Sneaky position, but can't get anything out of it. He actually has this ward here to play around, but he'll TP out. Shiro is set up for a success this time, and this is without the buffs, right? I guess the buffs don't matter. It's the workhorse.
Yeah, the buff is the save.
Yeah. Malrine has it 25. The chaos is still there, right, in these fights. They do still have to be careful of positioning on the side of Tidebound, but honestly, they've done a great job with their positioning in these last 3-4 fights. Time and time again.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See if they want to try and poke on for more here, Tidebound. There's 50 seconds, no Amar, and they've still got
a minute on the Aegis.
Lead time on that. So
looks like they probably will.
High ground's looking kind of appealing.
Ice Blast to Scout. It'll clip over Malrine.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shiro. Nothing to say, he's going to make the jump into the base of Bug. Look at this follow-up boost on Ponza snaking, but the heals are pumping out.
The Rax is falling.
Mari's keeping in on the side. Shiro's trying to finish off the objective.
Malrine.
He's going to fight him. Shiro quick with the move there. Turns in the tank. He used the bonus right against him. Marion will get the BKB off. That's enough to force out the buyback, though, from Amar.
That vision they have on the side there, placed from the Bane, can just prevent Malrine from doing much of anything. The two supports there actually being very disruptive. An Ice Blast passes over, prevents the Blink Dagger for 20 seconds, and then the Bane enfeebles him and just has vision of him too. Just not letting Malrine play. Another God Strength expended. It's going to be on cooldown for 60 seconds. Couldn't find kills. 25 has been hit now for the Morph.
Now looking to get rid of the treads, get the Swift Blink. Overwhelming Blink is going to be next on the menu for Bark, also closing in on his 25.
He is having, wow. Having such a good game now at this point. And yeah, it's definitely feeling a lot harder for the side of Falcons to just get these connections. It just seems like they don't have the answer for the Centaur now, as Bach is just posturing himself forward. Bach, he's actually making the move. Crit, gonna find Crit. A lot of dodges there. Down.
Amar's got to be careful also. He's going to back up the high ground. Mari's thinking about going with the epicenter. He's going to make the jump here. He gets the connection over towards Shiro. He's going to put the refresher as well. Follow-up burrow strikes enough to take down YMR. Comes in with the RP, catches the two of the Skinner. He's in with the follow-up damage in on top of the big target. It's enough to kill Shiro off. They take down the Morph. They'll turn over to nothing to say. Malrine again with the burrow strike. Locking down another.
Malrine jumping forward into the back.
He
kills the
went for
Bane.
it in such a risky spot, or a seemingly risky spot as well, but Maureen making the call that when it's time to go, it's time to go. And starts off the action, gets things falling back in favor of Falcons.
Maybe Tidebound there getting a little overzealous themselves. They go for crit, they get the kill, they push forward, then Maureen just gets this beautiful double stun, and the Bane is dead for 60 seconds. He actually spent his gold.
Good call as well.
Just a buyback before.
Sort of immediately use that refresher just to get that second burrow strike off straight away on the Bane. They had to make sure that the Bane gets nothing off. Maureen did that very, very quickly.
And this time it's when they can actually get that connection with that RP, with the cleave. Skeeter's actually able to attack for once.
Maureen is going to let Crit get the strike. Prioritize him getting his 25 online as well.
Don't think we'll see them use Workhorse in that function ever again. I think they'll never use it again for an aggressive play. This could just... You can see how the tower is actually able to do with the miss rate.
They're going to have a bit of a window where Godstrength's going to be back up and Tidebound won't have the full lineup respawning quite yet.
8,000 gold, 9,000 gold gained also from Falcons in these last few moments. Raxus.
They can keep bringing in the damage here, so they don't want to use the buybacks here, Tidebound, with how short the respawns are now.
Use the glyph.
So they can stick around and finish with the second Maureen's thinking about making the jump in. Jump forward from back, but BKB's there for Skinner. He wants to finish on the jump. Amar gets him with the Hex, he gets the drag back, Skewer in. Over towards the two of them, that's going to be Y-Gone. Mark pushing forward, Skewer turns into Sven, has the stun to use against Skeeter, but the defensive E-Blade comes in onto Skeeter, gives him the chance to continue to run. E-Blade will now come to an end, though. Skeeter's in trouble, left behind. They'll kill off the Sven, and now Nothing to Say is ready to chase him for more. He gets the slight change in on towards Crit, but Crit's actually able to TP out. Snaking, he'll be the one to fall. So they'll get the 2 kills. They do have to come out with that buyback from Y.
They got the Rex.
And indeed, the damage has been done to the base. They lose 2 sets of barracks here, Tidebound.
Y ends up using his buyback at the end of the fight there also to join in. Wasn't maybe needed, so for the next fight he could die and not be into it, but a great jump there. Bach seizing opportunity of jumping in and looking for a target. Look at his damage.
Yeah, I think
Centaur was the carry there.
Yeah. I imagine some of that may be coming out with the Period Cloak. He might have got that.
I think so. Pure Organic Blade.
That's big damage.
Some reflective.
Roshan.
That's ideal.
Tidebound.
Quick timer for Tidebound to be able to get into that pit and get this Aegis coverage. The best thing versus those big ultimates is having that Aegis or something for Shiro. Ooh, and Refresher Shard too, so Bach has multiple different ways to play around saving him. Could actually just save him twice or 3 times. 40 seconds. Back the other way we go.
A tool to teach.
Ooh, okay. They pass the Refresher Shard over to Nothing to Say. That actually makes a lot of sense when he's got the Ags build. He can cause so much havoc in this back line as this Ember now.
Shiro's ready to hit the base. The Hex setup, drags him back, forces out reaction. Look at the RP just down onto Bach.
Maureen in the back, he's gripped.
Anyway, to help him, Shiro turns into tanking, uses the burrow strike against Maureen. Maureen dies for that.
Gone. Skeeter.
Got strength there. Immediately takes out the Bane. Buyback comes out now from Maureen. Tidebound, they have to respect this. Backing away. Shiro very low, but of course has the safety of the Aegis. Jump in and out for Nothing to Say. Amar not able to get his hands on him. Another Remnant gets him out of there, Nothing to Say. But it's incredibly slippery. Can they get him with any sort of opening stun? Another jump in and out. Nothing to Say. Bouncing around them. Skeeter will be only with the BKB and the healer. Back up to full HP. Starting onto the 2 of them. They've caught by Nothing to Say. And Planet will form with Nothing to Say. Able to jump out with the safety of the Eon Disc. The Hex is there though from Amar. Maureen sets over. RP comes out. Locks down the 2 of them. Skeeter brings in the damage. There's Nothing to Say gone. Whosto comes down on the Skeeter. But the bushwhack connects in onto Shiro. They take the Aegis out of the hands of the ball, but Skeeter will die. Buyback coming in now from Bach. Snaking caught outside of the base. Amar, no buyback available on him. We'll see the buyback come out from both Snaking and Skeeter.
Holy shit. All right. Small dodges. He dodged the RP, I think, initially, but then too many stuns to follow through. But now all the buybacks coming in. Amar is the big one that doesn't have it available. So much expended here. Shiro, he's the biggest one also left with buybacks. He did have that Aegis coverage. He's still available to fight twice. Skeeter, God Strength cooldown for 10 seconds. This is going to be huge next moments here for Shiro. Him having this buyback advantage over Skeeter. What a crazy fight, too. So many stuns as we see coming in from Falcons, but the buybacks from Tidebound, just being able to get into the fray and having those numbers with the Morph and the Ember just makes the difference at the end of it all.
This is going to be big though for Skeeter next.
Refresher.
Sure, he doesn't have the buy, but he has the refresher. Yeah. We are seeing it when he has the BKB and the God Strength up. They've got to be so careful about just kiting him and keeping their distance.
I mean, the stuns,
Shiro included.
The stuns are a problem, right? We see it anytime that there's a two-man stun, it's like, uh-oh, are they just going to potentially just die immediately because of it? I think Nothing to Say got bailed out from the first one, from his Aeon disc, but then ends up getting caught from the RP and ends up dying. It's Falcons. Side of their base.
Can Tidebound do anything before there's 20 seconds where Mars in the game?
Big Ice Blast coming forward to give information. See if they go on the connection.
Refresher all out on Nothing to Say.
Here we go. It's the blast.
Good connection.
Nice connection.
That's 3 of them. To hold back a little bit. Open the fortification here to try and hold on to these barracks. As they wait those final few seconds for Amar to be back in the game.
Looks like they'll back up off of that. Nothing to say. Full refresher orb now on him. They're using that refresher shard in the last fight.
And they have still, of course, going to be very careful about trying to approach the high ground because they themselves on Tidebound still having those 3 buybacks also on cooldown.
I mean, Gaben knew, right? The 50-50.
We're getting that. We're getting at this game. Not many of these games that go 60 minutes get there when it's kind of around or less than a 1k gold difference. Pretty crazy stuff here.
Really impressive stuff,
too.
really.
I think last time around, what was happening in game 1 at this time? It was like a 50k lead or something.
Yep.
1k gold difference between these two teams.
We're getting close and closer to 60 minutes, so 3 minutes until we do get these insane items that can be pretty crazy in this game in terms of a Morphling and Sven. If they get the Helm of Undying,
that's the big one.
We could see some pretty disgusting stuff come into this game. Smoke up, looking to take advantage here, since they have the number advantage. Morphling can die and buy back and rejoin.
Sure.
Falcons does not have the luxury of any buybacks. No gold on Amar for it.
Thinking about Maori. Is he able to get out now for the Aeon Disc and the BKB?
He can. That is the BKB from Shiro used.
So I think they're going to be chilling, just waiting for these buybacks. Even though they know that Falcons also have these buybacks on cooldown, I think it's just a little bit too risky for Tidebound to try and go for the high ground play, whilst they don't have their own.
I mean, Falcons, they have a smoke, and they do have extra BKBs for Malrine. He can refresh, have a secondary one on top of the Epper. Shiro does not have BKB right now, so this could be a little bit of a scary position for him, how he wants to join the club. He does have buyback, so. Falcons stepping outside a bit. Amar trying to farm his buyback, but he's still very far away from it.
Amplify damage. Mars just gonna quickly grab that.
No risk.
And we don't really have the luxury of making sure that Skeeter's the one to grab that, and even if he did, they're not too hungry for a fight right now, Falcons. Whilst they don't have the key buyback, Skeeter or Malrine's available for the next 3 or so minutes.
Man, these distant ice blasts have been very obnoxious from Planet this game. He has been canceling blink daggers, he's been scouting, giving excellent information so far. So I can absolutely see why he wanted to play it a second game if we get to these 60-minute marks. So much impact that he's able to have. Even if he's not getting the connection of, like, killing targets with it, it is very annoying. Both teams prepping in their specific areas for this 60-minute mark. How is Y doing? He is getting close to this Aghanims. There is a lot of things that can kill his illusions and all these different things, AOE. But it still is a pretty impactful one if you're ever able to get it.
Ashira. And where does he sort of go now with his build? 7,300 gold at the ready, of course. Does want to keep for buyback, but on top of that, has 3,000 gold ready to spend up.
"30 seconds.
Tidebound might try and get in this high ground triangle area of Falcons around that. Perhaps try and push them off from being able to farm easy tier 5 neutrals.
Bit dangerous. If they can get an AA blast to scout the area and then jump, perhaps. But if they go in blindly, it can be a bit dangerous. So here comes that blast. connect on Mallory.
Nothing to say, he's trying to get in on there. At the least just sort of pushing Falcons back, trying to scare them off from farming these neutral tokens.
Okay, let's see what everyone gets.
The Mad Stone.
Oh, what does the cast range on Cart become if he gets the cast range neutral?
I mean, we saw what last game the cast ranges on the gobble ups. Looking pretty crazy for the
Can
save.
he actually grab people from a further distance?
100% right, surely.
I guess, yeah.
It should absolutely be affected by cast range. So maybe that's going to be the grab. We'll see if he takes it.
We'll see what they end up
He
getting.
gets the chance to. What do we got for Shiro? Probably taking the Divine Regalia, right? Divine Regalia and either Timeless or Audacious.
Yep.
No, sorry, not Timeless. I mean Audacious or maybe Evolved.
Yeah, Evolved was the other one I was thinking too, yeah. Evolved is a safe one. He's going safe. He's going Stygian Evolved.
Okay,
So
Stygian
he's going as safe
Evolved.
as possible.
Okay.
Honestly, Evolved is probably the better bet, period, just because it gives him this extra armor too. It's very nice in this game.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Skeeter, he's one away.
What do we have for nothing to say?
The two big boys. Let's see what Skeeter gets. Skeeter got Divine Regalia, Stygian Deso, and Unrelenting Eye. So, no Helm of the Undyings. Thank you, Gaben.
Yeah, we don't mind that. A good, honest game of Dota 2. Good, honest game, late game of Dota 2.
True.
Too many puffs.
Very much so. Spider Legs on Amar. He's got debuff amplification, so Timeless Spider Legs. That RP, those hexes are going to last a very long time. Maureen, what's your choice? Yep, okay. Fallen Sky with cast range for him. Ancient Apparition.
Bark.
Minotaur Horn plus Timeless.
Imagine Bark does take the Helm of the Undying, right? Because it'd be kind of nice that even if they do manage to kill him, he's still able to get the save off. Okay, opts for the Fallen Sky.
Hey, look at his HP.
Yeah. 65, that's true. Hey, who needs a Helm of the Undying when you just ain't going to be dying in the first place?
There's some chances for him to have, what, 12,000 HP if he gets more. He'll have 14,000 HP if he gets the 5 double edges off, right?
Oh, yeah, in the midst of the team fight. Yeah, his HP's going to start getting pretty crazy. So we'll keep our eyes on that, see what kind of numbers Bark's able to hit on the HP.
It starts to do ridiculous damage as well, too, because your strength converts to the damage as well that you have to remember, and he's sitting at 230 strength, so yeah, eyes on this. Late game Centaur just tends to be pretty ridiculous as well. All down to execution at this point. Who's going to get the jumps? Who's going to have the better vision? Which carry's going to get one-shotted potentially?
What's the buyback situation?
Starting to all come back up. Yeah. Everyone but Skeeter.
Do you want to fight this if you're Falcons?
They can see a good if they have good information.
Are they going to find nothing to say?
And this
jump towards him, he's able to get out. And this proc will keep him alive.
He's got a refresher as well too, so he can look to have it again.
I think Falcons, they just got to bail out now. Fighting out on the map into the A just seems kind of spooky.
Yeah, it really is just truly the tensest moments possible here. Planet getting closer and closer to 25, but yeah, on a knife's edge this game. Who's going to take the opportunity to go for these jumps? Skeeter, 400 gold from the buyback. We're definitely in a position for some 10v10 crazier 12v12 fight.
Oh yeah, got to watch out for these buybacks.
10v12.
And in just in terms of sort of ways for them to get back up, because obviously nothing to say has that buyback into the Remnant, but outside of that, nobody has any bots, right? Oh no, sorry,
they have
bots
bots
two
on the Morphling.
That's it for the moment, right? Not on anything on Skeeter yet. So a little easier for Typebound to quickly return to an aggressive fight.
And no one can. So I've seen multiple times in this game too that these Aeon discs are bailing people out, but nobody really has the slot for a nullifier this game, from what I'm seeing. Like nobody really wants to purchase it, and no one wants to sacrifice an item to have it. So those Aeons are going to continue to perhaps bail people out of those very scary situations. Ah, yeah, Stone right there. There you go. Now you can start farming, Y, with your AoE brain sap at 65 minutes.
Try and get his 25 online as well.
Yep.
Very, very close to that.
It is a big one. I mean, if he can get that duration, it literally will last the whole time.
Here comes the smoke. It is into the Aegis, Refresher Shard and Cheese.
Shield Rune on Skeeter. Shiro. What to say?
They get the jump. Straight in away with the and the one toss of the Dragon Back. They get the RP down as well. On towards the two of them. That's going to be nothing to say. Gone. Bark will pick up Shiro for now. Because Nothing to say has the luxury of buyback if he wants to, but make the jump. There's the buyback coming in from Nothing to Say. Skeeter getting controlled for now by the chains. Marin ready to jump back in, gets over with the epicenter of Burrow Strike over towards Planet. Skeeter put the second BKB in the Ghost Strike. He's going to turn over towards Bushiro. Out by the grips there. Why? Locking down Skeeter through the BKB. And now Tybound ready to go for more. Jumping over towards Snakey. Crit somehow again able to TP out of the fight, but Snakey gets blasted by the adaptive strike there from Shiro. It was a risky fight to look for there, Falcons, and it does not pay off.
No, Tidebound just owned this fight. The RPs come out, but it doesn't matter. He can stand his ground easily on this Morphling, and Nothing to Say dies, but he's just able to do this again and again. He dies and comes right back into the fight. So they have the numbers instantly to be able to address it.
Tidebound, they'll definitely get on with the push now that they've still got the Sages.
This was a little awkward too, right? Skeeter jumped low ground as the RP happened, so he had to spend, what, 1, 2, 3, like 3.5 seconds to get to the position to hit the target. So.
Yeah, because the move from Amar works out quite nicely because he does skewer him back and get that 2-man RP on both Shiro and Nothing to Say. Just get the sort of communication not completely in sync there with how they make that jump. And makes things a bit awkward at the start. And that's kind of all it takes there for Tidebound to just have the chance to turn. And why? Getting a beautiful Fiend's Grip off onto Skeeter, giving Skeeter no chance to fight with that second round of the BKB and the God Strength.
And Skeeter, he's still dead for 60 seconds. Yep. Can continue for this push. He doesn't have Refresher or God Strength.
Oh, yeah,
he knows.
frustrations. That was a rough way for that fight to go down for Falcons.
It really was probably the worst way it could have happened, right? Blinking on low ground as he skewers them to the high ground, so.
Why do you feel the Falcons felt the need to go for that sort of move? When I feel like traditionally we've seen Falcons be a very patient team and wait for the very, very surefire moments to make that sort of play. That was a risky one to go for.
Maybe just starting to feel that pressure as well, too, or feeling that they are, I mean, they are very strong. The spell's just not landing perfectly, right?
Trying to go in on Shiro, but again, Shiro still has the luxury of the BKB and the Aegis.
Nice Nightmare, too. I think he dodged the majority of that damage there, split second onto Shiro.
2 seconds until Skeeter's back up. Marin continuing to try and slow down the push. Park's ready to come in and pick him up here in the cart, providing the safety to finish off that top set of barracks.
That's the
Mega Creeps out. Amar tries to get the skewer back, not going to work while Shiro's inside of the cart.
Ready to go. Dire, that is. Dire.
Damage is done.
Up against the Mega Creeps Falcons.
Up against the Mega Creeps, up against Shiro, who can start to consider if he wants to swap anything around to 12,000 gold. He's going to eat the Moon Shard. Everyone's starting to get to these critical mass points as well. Block of cheese still on Bach. What's he going to get? He has 7,000 as well, but hasn't spent yet. Okay, there we go. Sells the Blade Mill, buys an Octarine. Even better cooldowns for everything. Nothing to say. He does swap things around. I think he picked up this Nullifier not too long ago, so they do have a way to disrupt and break that Aeon Disc from Malrine too now. Tidebound at a what did it peak at actually? Was it 17K?
17K I want to say earlier in the game for
Yeah.
Falcons. So it didn't get too ridiculous on the gold lead.
No. Still pretty high though.
Yeah, because they had that sort of 17K gold lead, and Tidebound against Falcons took like 3 back-to-back very impressive fights.
Come on, sprites.
Fuck. Challenging them.
They gets to jump onto Snake, keeps taking the Fiend's Grip there as well, locking him down. He did get the heal off. Skeeter, he's going to try to commit the fight. Look for Shiro, but the Nightmare comes up on towards Shiro. Shiro's going to be fine for now. Skeeter having to put the refresher to get the second BKB off to just have a chance to get out of the team fight. They've got to back off Falcons. Marin, BKB about to come to an end. He also having to put the refresher to have a chance to live and survive with that second round of the Aeon Disc. Well, it's going to be crit dead.
He's got by. Did they used one of the RPs and one of the BKBs. I think they used one of the Epis, one of the BKBs, and one of the God Strengths and one of the BKBs. Tidebound, they used quite a lot there. But they still have nothing to say with the majority of spells. Looks like he's gonna try to poke forward. AA Blast,
He's
catches
Ice
the
Blast.
horse.
Yeah, they're going to be annoying. He's going to give the space for Shiro to start being onto the tier 4. There's the buyback coming out from Crit. Jump forward straight away. Shiro's going to be able to commit with the BKB. Turns his attention over towards Malrine, who's able to deal with the backlines. Kill off White. Now looking over towards Bart. Buyback comes in from White.
Another Ice Blast.
They've got the control there onto Skeeter. He's still got the BKB ready to press if he feels necessary. Shiro focusing the tier 4s down. Bushwhack will lock him down momentarily. Jump forward for Nothing to Say. Continues to poke Skeeter. Keep him low. Shiro trying to end the game. Focusing the Ancient. They've killed off Malrine. Malrine's got the buyback. The Fiend's Grip there on Skeeter. Skeeter's got the buyback available. Coming about now from both of the cores, Skeeter and Malrine.
Skeeter can't play. He was just running back and forth for 10 seconds in that team fight. He literally didn't hit a single target, and then walks up and gets Fiend's Grip and just dies. These ice blasts are just flying in every off cooldown. It's clipping them, stopping their blink daggers. Very pesky.
Yeah, last game, sort of at a similar minute, we saw Falcons being able to slowly but surely close the victory up. This time may just be the other way around. It just takes a bit more of a poke from Tidebound.
I look at the debuff that's left on them. They still have Ice Blast debuff on them, and another Ice Blast is about to be sent from Planet. Here it comes. It's just constant. Another Ice Blast flying over to the top. That's very difficult to play against.
I mean, Refresher on Shiro now. It's pretty much getting to the point where he can just kind of BKB, Swift Blink in, Refresher, do it a second time, and close the game.
I think they
up.
can just end it.
Yeah.
If they full commit.
It's going to be so hard to stop him from just ending the game.
He doesn't even have to BKB, right? He can just get put in the cart. And then
Yeah, that's true. Just get him in the cart.
Get him in the cart and they can just end it.
They're on the ride home.
I think they truly can go for that.
So move forward to the game 3.
2 70+ minute games. Malrine.
He says in. He's going to get the jumpers in. Could be a bonus shot on the 3 of them, and then we'll see them go straight for the ancient. Then he's just looking to close it. The RP will come out. Skinner bringing in the damage. Shiro, can he live through this? He can't. They get it. The card didn't come in time. And Bug's dead.
They didn't have their more Centaur.
Shiro, he's going to try and get him. The Hex is there.
Shiro.
People will fight for this.
Shiro.
The RP is in the fountain. They'll be able to force him out just in time. The Ice Blast will hold back the 3 of them. Shiro should be able to close this up. He's on to the ancient. They'll get the win. We're going to a game 3, boys and girls, here between Tidebound and Falcons as Tidebound, they managed to close it up.
That was a very cool game, honestly. And from Tidebound playing at this deficit the whole
Okay guys, එහෙනම් thank you stream එකේ හිටපු ඔක්කොටම. අපි යන්නේ හෙටත් එන්න. අද පොඩක් කලින් ගියා අපේ GMR. අපි එහෙනම් අදට stream එක end කරන්න කියලා set වෙන්නේ. හෙටත් එන්න අපි මැච් ටික බලන්න